Good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to another live stream broadcast of Jackson Hole High School Sports. And it's always exclusively possible on Jackson Hole Radio Sports Network. The action brought to you tonight by Jackson Lumber, Jackson's original board store, the Town Square Inns of Jackson Hole, including the Antler Inn, Elk Country Inn, Cowboy Village Resort, and 49er Inn and Suites. Big O Tires, a reputation you can ride on in the Target Plaza. WYDOT, the Wyoming Department of Transportation, keeping our highways safe. Blue Spruce Cleaners, the green, affordable, convenient, and friendly dry cleaning service in Jackson. And Silver Star, fiber fast internet for the Jackson Hole area. And we should have a tale of two games tonight, and we're going to switch it up on you just to make sure you're paying attention. I'm Jake, we got Mac, we got Kimmy K, and we're gonna go boys first, then girls. Mac, you ready for that?
Yes, it's gonna be very fun, interesting. Switch up, I think, because I think it was National Women's Sports Day yesterday is what I was told, so that's the reason why the girls varsity will be the final event of the day. So this is going to be a fun night. It's senior night for the band as well. So yeah, this is going to be a fun game. Green River, the boys, that's going to be another fun game as well. Very winnable for each team. Green River 4-10, their record. Jackson still looking for their first win, and it could very well happen tonight. So I'm excited.
Yeah, we could see some firsts. In fact, whoever wins the boys game will get their first conference win and their first quadrant win. Both these teams down near the bottom of the pack in the 4A as far as the boys are concerned. And for the girls, we get a treat. We're going to say goodbye, a bittersweet moment, goodbye to some seniors on the Lady Bronx team, senior night for the girls. And we get a treat seeing some Green River Lady Wolves. This is an outstanding team, ranked 5th in the 4A. This is the best team in the West. They haven't quite played to their potential yet this season, but man, I watched their game against Rock Springs last week. They got it all, Mac. It's going to be a tough task for the Lady Bronx tonight. But we'll see. We'll be right back and reset, and we'll start the pregame. And remember, we're going to start boys first, boys, then girls game back to back as we watch the girls JV game finish up right in front of us. Coming right back with more of the pregame, the Bronx pregame show, Jackson Hole Radio.
Experience Jackson Hole like a local while staying at the Antler Inn, Elk Country Inn, Cowboy Village Resort, or 49er Inn and Suites. With the best entertainment, dining, shopping, bars, and brews all in walking distance, you'll never want to leave. Call 1-800-4-TETONS or find them on the web at townsquareinns.com.
Tired of waiting in ski lift lines? While Silverlight can't fast-track you on the slopes, we can fast-track your internet. With Silverlight Fiber, your connection won't slow down during peak usage. And there's no data cap holding you back. It's like your own VIP lift to everything you love online, 24/7, all season long. Silverlight Fiber is coming to Jackson this spring. Visit silverlight-fiber.com to check if you're next in line.
You're watching and listening to live coverage of Jackson Hole High School sports on KZ95.
We're back courtside here in Jackson awaiting this one. Green River Wolves and the Jackson Bronx going to do battle. You have to excuse us if we're a little distracted in the pregame, Mac. This is a good JV game, a 1-point game between these teams.
Yeah, Green River has a 1-point lead. Jackson's at the free throw line looking to tie.
Wow. I'm excited. We have to see if we can put Kimmy K on extra camera duty. We're tied at 42 in the JV game. This is the future of the Jackson Hole Lady Bronx, and it sure looks bright. And 5 on the floor now, really good. Tough game down to the last minute of this one. Well, for this boys matchup coming up, it's not the same Green River team we've seen in years past. Still got head coach Lori Ivy, and she's obviously one of the best in the business, well respected around the state, but she just doesn't quite have the horses to get it done this year, as kind of the same as last year. Green River 4-10 overall, 0-5 in conference, 0-3 in quadrant, riding a 7-game losing streak, and ranked number 13 in all the 4A. For the Jackson Bronx, well, not much better under head coach Matt Elliott. 0-13 overall, 0-5 in conference, 0-3 in quadrant, ranked 15th in all the 4A, and riding a 13-game losing streak. So for these boys, something's got to give. Something will snap. Either Green River or Jackson will get for Jackson to be their first win of the year. And for Green River, if they get a win, it'll break a long losing streak and get an all-important conference quadrant win. For the Jackson Bronx, we've seen some good things. Noah McKinney, the junior, has been fun to watch. Jack Barazay and Palmer Wetzel, I mean, maybe we're too used to seeing what Palmer do Palmer things, but he's top 10 scoring in the conference. He might even be top 5. He's good.
Yes, he's top 5, averaging 14 a game. I only think Riker Lind, Lionberger from Rock Springs leads the conference with 18 points a game. I checked it earlier today, and then I'm trying to remember who's second. It might be Boston James, also of Rock Springs. So Palmer in 4th place, and he does it very efficiently too. He's shooting 42% from the floor, I believe, and 37% from 3. So I think Palmer should be ready to shoot a lot of threes tonight. He'll get a lot of open looks, as Green River historically in the past loves to use their 2-3 zone. It'll be interesting to see if they do the same as they've done in the past, or if they match up. That will be very interesting to see.
Yeah, and the thing about Palmer Wetzel is you really don't get a down game from him. You'll get a quarter where maybe you're like, where was Palmer? But in the end, he is going to get you his points. He's going to do Palmer Wetzel things. He's just so consistent. And he's been a bright spot for the Jackson Bronx for sure. We're going to get a look at that leading scorer, Lionberger, in a couple of days down in Rock Springs. I watched him as well. He's a beast. But let's take care of one problem at a time. For the Green River, let's take a look at the numbers for the Jackson Bronx offensively. All these numbers are not super great. Offensively, averaging about 44.7 points a game, whereas their opponent, Green River, averaging about 51 points a game. Defensively, Jackson's not bad. They surrender 57.5 points a game. Green River's defense, not very good. 62 points a game they give up. They rebound pretty well, though. So that's going to be trouble, the rebound game. Green River, also a team that lives and dies by the threes. No team... actually, there's one team in the conference that takes more triples than Green River, and I think it's Campbell County. But these guys heave it up an average of 18.5 threes a game. Now, they don't always hit them. Their success rate's pretty good, kind of average, but they live and die by threes. And if they don't have the three falling, could be a long night for Green River, so that's one thing to watch. For Green River, watching them, points off transition really stood out to me. They're fast, and they love to run it, because when they get down in the half-court set and the game slows down, they kind of lack a little imagination in my mind. They're going to, when they score, when they're going good, they're going fast, and they love points off transition.
Yep, and that's why Lori Ivy, I think she's a fantastic coach. She's always coached them to run, that 1980s style of basketball that Green River is so good at, and that's why they have a high-octane offense. So Jackson's going to have to really watch out for getting back in transition. I think transition D is going to be one of the points of the game for the Bronx, because sending all 5 of the Bronx have to be back on defense.
Well, we'll drill down on the rosters and dive a little deeper on what these teams need to do to get a win. We'll take a look at keys to the game and more. It's all coming up on the pregame show. More continuing right after these. You're enjoying Bronx basketball on KZ95, the Jackson Hole Radio Sports.
They say the best offense is a good defense. This theory applies on Wyoming's roads and highways just as much as it does on the basketball court. Always know road conditions before you head out. Visit wyoroad.info, download YDOT's 511 app, or call 511 for current conditions. Buckle up every trip, every time, and put away distractions, especially your phone, so you're better prepared for the unexpected. Finally, never drink and drive, not even a little, because buzz driving is drunk driving. This message brought to you by YDOT.
Jackson Lumber, the board store, Jackson's oldest business and only true lumber yard in town. Jackson Lumber's hardware people are the best in the business, and they do it right the first time. Jackson Lumber works with people who make a living building, so the tools they sell are definitely the best hand tools and power tools available, with names like Vest Tool, Milwaukee, Makita, Skillsaw, Senco, Fine, and DeWalt. Jackson Lumber, the board store at 130 South Grovemont. Call 733-6000, 733-6000.
Let's get back to the live action on KZ95. Here's Jake Nichols.
Back to the pregame. These JV games still going on. It's a nail-biter right down to the finish. Girls have scored a ton. 46-44. Green River leads it, and we'll take it to some bonus coverage as we'll just enjoy the closing seconds of this one. 9.8 seconds to go. Jackson down 2. Green River, I think, just going to run it out here. Yes. Well, the Jackson girls, that's, Mac, you were saying it's probably the most points we've seen the JV team score or the varsity in a long time. 44 point out. Pretty good.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive. I mean, all 5 of the players play varsity minutes on the JV that we're playing on the JV right now. They all have lots of varsity experience, so it goes to show that our varsity is still a very, very young team. If they're all playing JV minutes, they're going to, like, these varsity games are just valuable experience, and they have a lot of basketball to come. The future is very bright for the Jackson Lady Bronx. And now we got the boys warming up. Boys playing first. And this will be interesting. Jackson, I think, split the matchups against Green River last year. They won at home here in Jackson, as Jackson was undefeated at home last season. But they lost in Green River. Green River's a very hard place to win. So Jackson's got to really take advantage. Even though this is the single matchup of the season, it's a matchup you got to take advantage of if you're the Bronx.
Well, I'm looking at the lineup for Green River, and this is not one of the better Green River teams we've seen, but there's some familiar names. Dax Taylor, the junior, averaging 9 points a game. Hunter Lake makes it all go. He's your consummate point guard. He does it all. He distributes. He leads the team in steals. His triple shooting, pretty darn good. It all comes through number 2, Hunter Lake. So you keep your eye on him. And you'll probably hear the name A.J. Keelan as well. Jake Demarais, the young sophomores, looked impressive in limited time. And Dylan Archibald is not quite the other Archibald, but he's pretty good.
Yes, there's a lot of siblings on this Green River team. Daxton Taylor, I'd imagine, has got to be Dylan Taylor's brother.
Yeah.
And Dylan Taylor was, he was a force to be reckoned with back in 2022.
Yeah.
He was All-State and hit the game winner against the Bronx. 51-48 was the final of that game.
Yeah, I'll never forget it. I'm like, don't let him get the ball. He got the ball. He was lights out, man. Yeah, so it's, a pretty good team, not their best team. And I'll tell you one thing this team lacks as I watch them and look at them is size. And I think that's one of my keys to the game is I think Jackson can get inside. Not that Jackson's the biggest team ever, but I think you can play a size game with these guys. I say exploit their lack of size. The biggest guy on the Green River Wolves is Garrett Stice, the 6'2 junior, and he doesn't play a ton, although he's been playing more and more. He's not a scorer. He doesn't have a natural touch for scoring, but he's hard on the glass. He'll rebound, and I'll bet he gets a lot of playing time tonight, more than he's ever seen. But this is not a big team, and I think you got to, when you have the ball, your half-court offense, your half-court set, I think you got to pound it inside to Palmer, Will Geitman, and use your size.
Yes, absolutely. Also see Jack Berzay. I expect to see him get some buckets tonight. And I think Green River, on their lack of size, they also have A.J. Keelan, who's Gavin Keelan's younger cousin. A.J. Keelan had a lot of varsity experience last year, so he's definitely a solid starter for the Green River Wolves. But I think if you get Keelan in foul trouble, that is a big advantage for Jackson. Just, yes, pound the ball inside, get the high percentage shots, get Jack going on the left side or right side. Jack is great at finishing with both hands. And then you got Will Geitman, who's great at getting those putbacks and those rebounds, and he's so tall and good at scoring high. I expect to see a lot of close inside shots from, yes, Jack and Will.
Yeah, I think you can do it just because this team doesn't have the size. They're small, they're quick, and maybe your triple isn't going to be there. Green Rivers will see if they can shoot from distance. They're kind of hot and cold with it. They certainly will try. But to me, they just don't have the bigs. I mean, 6'2" is the biggest they go, and that's not even your scorer. I think it's a place where they can do something. And for defense, my other key to the game is you got to limit points off transition. Mac, we were talking about it off air. Lori Ivy's team loves to run, and when they get the ball in their hands, especially on a turnover, they are all headed up court with steam.
Yeah, very similar to how the Teton Timberwolves used to play. They love the fast break, and I'm a big fan of it too. I think Jackson should do more of that. Jackson should run the more fast breaks because you got Aaron and Jesse who are so quick and they have great court vision. They can always look ahead for that pass, for that easy fast break, and we've seen it as the season has progressed. Jackson has gotten a lot better at the fast break, running when they have the opportunities.
Yeah, it just seems we've never had a team that liked to really run a lot. Like, we could run with other teams for a little bit if we wanted to, if a game got, real crazy, but it wasn't Jackson's idea ever to run, and maybe this is the team that should be doing that. Good point, Mac. I'd like to see us push the pace a little more. I'm excited for the girls' game after this. We're going to see a great Green River team, and we're going to say goodbye to some seniors. I think that's why we saw so many underclassmen playing monster JV minutes. I think Coach Bingham knows that she's going to ride her seniors pretty hard in this varsity game, even if it means, not seeing some of the youngsters. Like, I love seeing the Margaret Holland. I love seeing Jack Strickland, but I would have used them in the JV game too. I like the way they're playing it because you got to play your seniors on senior night.
Yes, and get that JV experience as well. I think every game is a new experience. Every game is learning something new and learning how to become more of a basketball team, and Jackson's doing that slowly but surely, and I think it's just another piece of the puzzle that's just endless. For nothing could go, it's endless upward trajectory from here.
I think a lot of this boys' game hangs on the two big men for Jackson. Palmer Wetzel, you're going to get the game out of him. He's so consistent. Will Geitman, both those guys are 6'4". They have to have games, those big guys. And then Berzay pounding them down low, a little bit of Noah McKinney stealing the ball, and then the Larsons. They have got to get hot from beyond. I'm waiting for the night where they just light it up, and it could be tonight. That first win could be tonight, Mac.
Yes, I think it totally could be tonight because Green River historically has ran a zone. I don't know if they'll match up against Jackson. I would expect to see the Green River Wolves in a zone because Jackson hasn't shot great from three, only shooting 27% from distance. And so Jackson's got to have an all-around shooting night, and they're going to get more open looks if Green River's in the zone because I expect to see a lot of high posts, and then the defense will collapse because of the zone, and then the corners and the long-distance shots should find more openings in this game.
So excited to get this one started. We're just minutes away from tap. One more break, and we'll be back to start this one and get the starting lineups to you. It's Bronx basketball on KZ95 of the Jackson Hole Radio.
Experience Jackson Hole like a local. Recently renovated, the 49er boasts a new lobby, extended continental breakfast, indoor swimming pool, fitness facility, and 12-person outdoor hot tub. Located on Pearl Street, the 49er is just 3 short blocks from Jackson's greatest bars and restaurants, where you'll find your home away from home. Enjoy your time in Jackson as part of the Town Square Inns, and stay at the 49er Inn and Suites.
Cashmere, silk, down, or denim, Blue Spruce Cleaners is where you take them. We have a friendly, knowledgeable staff eager and happy to serve you in 2 locations and on the road with daily pickup and delivery service and expert tailoring on site. We offer the best in green, effective, and gentle cleaning with Green Earth Cleaning and professional laundry for your sweaters, gowns, comforters, and linens. Blue Spruce Cleaners is a recognized reduce, reuse, recycle business leader, providing green, affordable, and friendly service to our community for over 20 years. Whatever the season, whatever the reason, Blue Spruce Cleaners.
One good play can improve a team's chance of winning the game. And when executed properly over and over again, that play can take a team far. One good decision when you get behind the wheel can do the same. Approximately half of the people who lose their lives on Wyoming roads each year were not wearing a seatbelt. Stay in the game, Wyoming. Buckle up every time you get in your vehicle. It's a winning play. This message brought to you by WYDOT.
Jesse Larson, Senior. Will King, Senior. Matt Baltus, Senior. Jake Simmons, Freshman. Aaron Larson, Senior. Owen Brecker, Junior. Thomas King, Sophomore. Noah McKinney, Junior. Jack Berzay, Senior. Ethan Hoffman, Sophomore. Max White, Sophomore. Palmer Wetzel, Senior. Will Benton, Junior. Colin Pape, Senior.
95 with live coverage of the Jackson Bronx.
Well, I think we're just about ready for starting lineups. I noticed all 3 referees testing the ball. They were giving it the Charmin squeeze test. They were dropping it from, up here, down there. They wanted to see if there was enough air in it. They were very particular about the ball. We'll get the national anthem sung here. And, that means some camera work for Mac. We put him on double duty.
Oh, yeah, get that, Mads.
Okay. Mads Holland. Lady Bronx basketball player, going to sing the national anthem. Let's listen in.
Sing.
If at this time everyone could please rise and remove your caps as we honor this community, our servicemen and women, and our great nation with the singing of the national anthem by Jackson Hole Bronx basketball player Mads Holland.
Oh, sing, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Well, it's the ladies that take center stage tonight. It's the boys that provide the opening act. as it's senior night for the Lady Broncs. Let's get the starting lineups to you. The boys game, Green River on the road in their road green and black. And Hunter Lake, of course, the senior, 5'10", averaging 12 points a game. He's their highest scorer. Dawson Peterson, the senior, averaging 6 a game. The junior, Adam Robinson, he's good for 5 every contest. Number 20, Dylan Archibald, the 6-foot junior. He's their triple shooter. Watch him. And A.J. Keelan, the senior, averaging 6 points a night. Now for the Jackson Broncs, here's Mac.
And here we go. We got starting at point guard, the usual number 11, Aaron Larson. He's second. I think he's actually third in scoring on the team, averaging 7.5 points a game. And then next will be Noah McKinney at the 2 guard, known for his steals, lead the team in steals, quick, pretty hands. He's also a fantastic three-point shooter as well. Watch out for those Noah McKinney threes. Then we got the big man in the middle, Jack Berze, leads the team in rebounding with 8 rebounds a game. I think he's top 5 in the conference as well. And then you got Palmer Wetzel. Watch out for him. 14 points a game, leads the Broncs, and is 4th in the conference in scoring. And then you got Will Geitman. He leads Jackson in blocks with a half a block a game. Great rebounder as well, and really his height, I think he's averaging around 5 points a game as well.
Perhaps Coach Elliott heard our pregame show. He's going big here, with the exception of the one Aaron Larson, but he's got Geitman, Berze, and Wetzel in the starting lineup. Also, Larson and McKinney, who's got good size at 6'1". Jackson moving left to right on your YouTube screen. The tap won by Jackson. Larson picks it up in the backcourt. And we're underway here in the boys' game. A game that both teams desperately need to put in the win column, but only one is going to make that happen. Here's Wetzel at the free throw line. Now drives, tries that shot, and can't get it to go. Rattles in and out. Rebound picked up by Robertson. Oh, almost turned loose by Archibald, and it was. Good defense from McKinney. Mac, you talked about his hands so quick.
Oh, yes. Watch out for Noah. He was all over that play on Archibald.
If basketball doesn't work for McKinney, maybe pickpocketing in London would happen. His hands are so fast. Far side baseline 3. Peterson, no, sir. Rebound, Geitman. And here comes Jackson. No score. Both teams have had a sniff of the bucket. Can't get anything yet. Geitman right here on the near side. Being watched by Archibald. Now he gets it to Wetzel. Wetzel drives in, gets the shot off, but reached in from behind by Adam Robertson, and he's going to pick up the foul. Looked like all ball to me, but Wetzel will go to the line where he's been good.
And we're starting to see a different temperament of Palmer Wetzel. He's looking to score right away. He's got Jackson's only field goal attempts, and he's drawing the foul there.
And he's looking to do it in the paint, which I said, you pound these guys down low. They don't have the size. I know Palmer will likes to post up with a 3 now and then, but I think his game down low is going to be key. He does convert one, and it's 1-0. Here's A.J. Keelan, hands off to Hunter Lake. He is the shifty point guard on this team. Here's a 3, Robertson, and that's good. And Green River, that's what they do. They throw up more threes than anybody in the West. Larson, jabbing away at him as Dawson Peterson gets it to Wetzel. Wetzel working on Adam Robertson so far exclusively. Those two have been on each other. Robertson again picks up Wetzel. Bounce pass to Berze, gets it right back. Now baseline drive, Palmer, Wetzel, good. A little give and go with Berze, who set him the screen. Green River wanted to run with pace there, but it wasn't there. Berze got back. So Dawson Peterson's got to rethink it. Bounce pass into Keelan, AJ. Back long 3 launch from Dawson. That's way off. Peterson missed the mark. On the rebound is McKinney. Jackson with a chance to break the tie now. 3-3. Long McKinney 3 off the front rim. No good. Hunter Lake with a rebound. This Green River team rebounds well, especially considering they don't have bigs. And there's another 3. Adam Robertson. And this is what Green River does.
Yeah, they're following their script really well. 2 for 2, at least for scoring-wise, for 3-point attempts.
Wetzel with a nice stride there. Couldn't pick up a foul. Couldn't get the shot either. Hunter Lake goes cross-court. Dawson Peterson drives baseline, puts 2 men in the air, and now one of those men landed on him, and I think it was Barazay, and I don't wish that on anybody. Yowza.
Yeah, that was a smart pump fake there.
Yeah.
Get Barazay in the air, draw the foul.
6-3 in the early going. Green River with the lead, and to the line. Oh, I thought it was in the act of shooting, but no. Dawson Peterson now out to Adam Robertson. Now to Hunter Lake. Dawson Peterson with it. Bounce pass inside. Hunter Lake. Spin move in the lane. No, he wants to kick out. Peterson, he wanted to give it back, and a little bit too much unselfishness here. No need to pass that ball from Dawson Peterson. That just wasn't there. Too many extra passes. That's what I'm saying about Green River. Their half-court offense is sometimes funky. If it isn't the 3 or something off transition, they sometimes stall in the half-court. Jackson with it now, down 3. Barazay. There's Will Geitman driving baseline. Just gets right through 2 people. Boy, Geitman is quick for a big man.
Oh, yes. Just a great, strong take, and he's so good at that finger roll, keeping it up high.
Boy, he just split 2 defenders, went right between them like a ghost. Here's Dawson Peterson dribbling out of trouble and saving it maybe. No, that's a steal. Aaron Larson, bounce pass to McKinney. Oh, my, was that beautiful.
Yep, and that's the Larson special. Always looking ahead to pass, and that's a great bounce pass by Aaron Larson.
Long 3 rattles in and out, Dawson Peterson, but Green River gets the rebound. Here's Dylan Archibald, near side of Robertson. He's the hot guy from 3. And it's A.J. Keelan. Keelan moving on Barazay, and another whistle, and Jack picks up 2 quick here. 2 team fouls. They both belong to 22. Deuce is wild for the Bronx. Green River with it now. Hunter Lake drives. Kick out. Around the horn they go. Dawson Peterson. Back around. Hunter Lake's going to try a 3. That's off the front rim. No good. Jack Barazay pulls down the board. Jackson will slow it down. 4 minutes to go. Halfway through the first. Jackson up 1. 7-6. Wetzel wide open. Larson baseline 3. That's off the mark. Rebound and tripping with it is A.J. Keelan, but he fixes himself. Hunter Lake with it now. Lake feeds Archibald. His shot off the mark. And it's Palmer Wetzel with it now for Jackson. Aaron Larson drives into the paint, tries a pass to Geitman, but I think he was just desperate. He was in the air and needed to get rid of it. And here's A.J. Keelan now out to Archibald. His 3, nothing but net.
And that's good on Archibald, keeping his head up, like airball the previous possession and then knocks it down the next one.
Yeah, that one before didn't look great. That one was, the other one was beautiful. So it's 9-7 now, Green River leads with 3:10 to go. Boy, look at Dawson Peterson just jabbing away at Wetzel. There's nice Euro step in the lane. Larson and Will Geitman's there to clean it up. Tied at 9. Green River loves to run with pace. They're already down the court. Archibald feeds top of the key to Robertson. Thought about a 3. Now gives it far side to Peterson. Peterson posts up. 16-footer. Good. And Green River answers. The Wolves with an 11-9 lead. 2:35 to go in the opening frame. Palmer Wetzel watched by Adam Robertson. That's been the premier matchup. Big bump there with Dylan Archibald. How are they going to call it? I don't know if Archibald was set. And he wasn't. That'll be on Robertson, his second. And they're going to sit him down along with Dawson Peterson. Both teams with 2 fouls each. Jackson, there's Wetzel with a shot, no good. Rebound, Keelan pushes it ahead. This is that fast pace Green River team. Hunter Lake feeds down low, up and in. And that's Garen Stice, the 6'2 junior. After I said he didn't have a scoring touch, what does Garen do? He shows me I'm wrong.
Well, that's also great court vision by Hunter Lake.
Yeah.
That's the reason why he leads the team in assists. But I want to point out something else. Hunter Lake is scoreless to start the first 6 minutes for Green River. He has not even scored a point, and Green River is still doing damage offensively.
For sure. I mean, he's the team's leading scorer at 12 a game, and he's scoreless. But you don't worry about that with him. That's not his whole game. As you said, he steals on defense, but his distribution of the ball, his point guard stuff, his handles, that's what you pay that guy for. Well, nobody really gets paid. But yeah, and he'll come around, you got to think. So, yeah, it's scary if you're Jackson and you're down 4 and Hunter Lake still hasn't been heard from. That's not good news. But for the Jackson Bronx, 13-9 with 2:16 to go. Coach Elliott, who called that timeout, by the way?
It was called by Matt Elliott, which I think was a good call.
Yeah.
Get Jackson back into the mindset of the game defensively, talk over the defensive breakdowns. Jackson's got to get more stops.
Agreed. Jackson with the ball now, trailing by 4. Noah McKinney puts a move on Hunter Lake. Bounce pass into Wetzel. Wetzel working on Stice. Now out to Noah McKinney. McKinney, he's in all kinds of trouble and looked like a travel. Palmer Wetzel from 3, no good, and that hit the cable out of bounds. Palmer not quite there, but you know he will be. He's not quite in the groove, but at least he's pushing, he's really shown up early. There's a turnaround jumper by Hunter Lake. That won't go. So the two high scores for both teams not quite there yet. Here's Wetzel from 3. And just as I say it, Palmer Wetzel drains the triple. And there we go. Jackson down 1. KJ Keelan feeds inside to Lake. Cross court to a wide open Dax Taylor. He'll try a little pop shot. 12-footer, no good. Rebound Geitman. Jackson going to slow it down and set up the half-court offense. 13-12 Green River, but Jackson ball. Larson out to Wetzel. Long 3 off the back iron, no good. Rebound goes to McKinney. That was helped by Barazay. And now baseline drive. Oh, nice backhand pass from Larson to Wetzel. Wetzel to Geitman. And now we're going to have to try everything again as Noah McKinney surveys the court. Under a minute to go in the first. Jackson down 1. There's Wetzel. He was standing on the line, but they're going to give him the 3, but he can't make it. And the rebound, it's going to be Green River ball.
Well, something I've noticed early, Palmer is ready to shoot. Not to say that he hasn't been ready to shoot in past games, but I like the confidence that he's having, ready to shoot, and he sees it that it's going in, and even though they haven't gone in yet, they're going to start falling.
Yeah, a lot of times Wetzel waits till later in the game to become, to put on the cape. He's starting right off the bat here, knowing the team needs him. He really is. Here's Hunter Lake with it now for Green River. Cross-court pass to Dax Taylor. Daxton gets it to Peterson. Nice bounce pass underneath to Keelan. That was pretty. Good ball movement, and Keelan converts to make it 15-12, down to 20 seconds. See if Jackson plays for a last shot here. A 3 would tie. Larson has the ball for Jackson. That's Jesse Larson. Hands off to Barazay. Clock down to 10. And a whistle, and oh boy, what was that? Off ball.
An illegal screen by Will Geitman. I think he stuck his arm out just a little bit too far, and the official caught notice of it.
9 seconds to go in Green River basketball. Hunter Lake with it. Takes a look at the clock and gets a screen from Dax Taylor. Backhand pass. Here's an 18-footer at the buzzer. No good. A.J. Keelan put it up, said what the heck, but he couldn't get it to go. And after 1, it's Green River 15. Jackson 12. We'll be back with a second quarter right after these.
Experience Jackson Hole like a local while staying at the Antler Inn, Elk Country Inn, Cowboy Village Resort, or 49er Inn and Suites. With the best entertainment, dining, shopping, bars, and brews all in walking distance, you'll never want to leave. Call 1-800-4-TETONS or find them on the web at townsquareinns.com.
Jackson Bronx.
We move to the second quarter. Not a bad first quarter for Jackson Mack, but That room for improvement.
Well, the offense wasn't really clicking too much. They're on pace for 48 points, which is more than their average. But Green River's on pace for 60 points, and I love to say on pace. Obviously, it's not going to last the whole game, but Jackson's got to get a little bit more stops, and they got to get a little more buckets to drop.
Yeah, you just feel the Jackson offense has not found a rhythm yet. It's just been starts and stops. There hasn't been a rhythm there. Same for Green River, really. And certainly the Green River Wolves, with their three shooting, can get infectious, and they can all of a sudden run away from you. But neither team's done that yet. That pass off the hands of Stice and out of bounds. Guerin couldn't. Pass was kind of hot right through his hands, and a turnover will give Jackson the ball as we open the second quarter. Here's Jesse Larson with it now for Jackson. Bounce pass into Wetzel, looking for the give and go, but he's going to find Geitman instead. Inside to Wetzel. What a look by Will Geitman, and a nice cut by Wetzel.
And that was perfectly drawn up. The bounce pass, the screen, that Palmer went off and got the easy two.
Here's Dawson Peterson for Green River. Bounce pass. Lake wanted the three, won't take it. By the time he thought about it, Van Beltis was over to challenge. Lake inside. Peterson trying to go inside to Stice. Guerin Stice in trouble, but he finds the loose ball. Lake will reset. Dax Taylor inside to Stice. Can't get the shot. And Will Geitman is coming over to get the harm, I think. Although he showed.
No, Wetzel.
Okay. Palmer Wetzel was.
No, it was him and Geitman there together.
Sure looked like Will was going to get that. I don't want to wish that on you, Will, but I mean, they were both playing good defense in my mind. Good foul to take, not allow Stice that underneath. Meanwhile, the junior misses the first. Guys say 3 for 5 from the line on the season. He doesn't go there much. He missed them both. Jackson ball, down one. Just a minute into the second quarter. Jesse Larson with it. Near side, Van Beltis. Bounce pass into Wetzel was a beauty. And Palmer Wetzel finishes. What a bounce pass from Beltis.
Yep, and Palmer's getting any shot he wants, and they're starting to fall.
Baseline drive by Taylor. Kicks it out to Hunter Lake. Hunter Lake drives the lane. He's too short. Berenze pulls down the rebound, and we're going to get a whistle. And it's going to be on Hunter Lake. A little frustrated, I think. Hunter has not found a point yet, and he missed that layup. He was trying to lay one up, and yeah, I think he was mad. He took it out on Berenze. So Hunter Lake certainly has not found the groove yet for the Green Machine. 6:40 to go in the half. Beltez feeds Larson. Back to Beltez. Van walks it around the perimeter. Back to Larson. Now over to Berenze. Baseline drive. Foul. That's going to be A.J. Keelan, who did not have his feet set. He tried to shut off the baseline for Berenze. And I love that, Jack. Make something happen. Make these guys defend you.
Yep, and make them draw fouls and get them into foul trouble early.
Jackson still with possession. Beltez bounce pass inside to Berenze. Kick out. Larson wasn't there. Now Beltez. Another bounce pass inside. It's Berenze. Strong move to the rack. And I think Jax was expecting more resistance. Put it up too hard and missed it. Far side. Peterson baseline. He saw Berenze and turned around. Good idea. Here's Hunter Lake. Hunter, top of the key, gets it to Dylan Archibald, who puts it up and in. The lefty drains that 20-footer, and it's 17-16. Back and forth these two teams go. Larson to Beltez. I like Van Beltez. He's looked good in these minutes off the bench. Will Geitman to Wetzel. Thought about it. Larson now going to drive the lane. Kick back to Wetzel. Palmer Wetzel gets it to Van Beltez. Look out from behind. Lake almost stole it. Larson on this near side to Wetzel inside of Berenze. He's looking for somebody on the perimeter. That somebody is Will Geitman, who penetrates and then feeds Berenze. His long 20-footer rattles in and out. No good. Rebound, Dylan Archibald. Here comes Green River. Dylan with it now. Archibald to Lake. Hunter Lake puts a shifty move on Beltez. And now over to Peterson. Crowd wanted something bad, right? Oh, up and in, Hunter Lake, and look out if this guy gets going. 19-16.
Well, Green River's starting to do damage from the mid-range. We've seen a lot of 20-foot jump shots.
Yeah. Van Beltes for Jackson to Larson to Geitman. Bounce pass intended for Wetzel, but it went right through his hands. Hunter Lake steals, goes all the way coast to coast, up and in. Hunter Lake with the steal and the layup. 21-16, 5-point lead for the Wolves. Larson, Jesse walks it to the top of the perimeter. Feeds Beltes. He'll try a three. Good! Van Beltes! And he's played good minutes here. I like it. Lake over to Peterson. Dawson intended for Archibald, stolen away by Jesse Larson. Jackson with a chance to tie here. Wetzel from three, and I thought there was contact. He did too. He put his arms up. That pass, that shot was well short. And Green River with it now, up ahead to Peterson. Far side, cross court to Jake Demarais in the game now for Green River. That shot missed. Here comes Jackson. Wetzel going 1-on-3. That was ill-advised. He got his pocket picked by Keelan. AJ, no look pass to Lake. Lake cross court. Peterson. Peterson puts a jab move on Beltes. Now feeds underneath. AJ Keelan cleans it up.
And one thing I've noticed, both teams got a little sped up there, but Green River was able to keep their poise and get the bucket because they slowed things down.
Green River with a 4-point lead now with 3:20 to go in the half. Jesse Larson into Wetzel. Barazay, as he just shoves his man out of the way. Dylan Archibald, no answer, but Jack missed it. He had the layup. And Barazay, I think he can do anything he wants. He could be a bully down there if he wants to tonight. There's Peterson, feeds outside, long three. Good, that's Jake Demarais, the sophomore, who drains it. And Green River has their biggest lead of the night by 7.
And that's hard to guard. Someone who is as tall as him, 6'3", shooting long distance.
Yeah. Larson to Geitman, back to Larson around the perimeter. You got to bang it inside. Barazay's got to get down there in the paint. There he is. Come on, Jack, just drive your guy to the bucket. And he did, but he could not get the shot. Well, that's what I wanted, but Jack couldn't convert. Here's Hunter Lake. Hunter near side. Dylan Archibald works it inside. Hunter Lake in a mountain of trouble there, but he somehow got his shot off. Couldn't go. Larson with the rebound. Wetzel going to push the pace. Palmer pulls up. Double team. Kick out. Larson wide open three. Good! Jesse Larson.
And that's what Jesse Larson does best. He's so good at that three-point shot.
If he gets the look, yeah, he's pretty good. Hunter Lake going to try to answer with a triple, and it's no good. Geitman to the board. Palmer, Wetzel with it now. Jackson within 4. Larson. Bounce pass into Barazay. Jack kicks out. Beltes, he'll try another three. That's off the back iron, no good, but Will Geitman the rebound. Again, reload for Beltes, and that one's off the mark. Here comes Dawson Peterson for Green River. 2 good looks by Jackson, but they wouldn't fall. Hunter Lake can't find anybody open, holds the ball over his head. Now to Dawson Peterson, the senior. He's gone all the way for Green River. Hunter Lake inside, wide open underneath is A.J. Keelan. That was a little bit of AJ, but a whole lot of Hunter Lake, as you said, Mac. As good as the finish, it's the getting the ball to the guy, and that's Hunter's vision. Hunter Lake's been doing that for a while.
Absolutely, and I think that's why Matt Elliott called this timeout, because there's been a lot of inside, wide open, point-blank looks that Green River has found, and it's just inexcusable. Jackson's got to get over these defensive breakdowns because there's been a lot of just openness inside.
I mean, is it because you're worried this team can shoot threes so you're spread out, or are you just losing track of that guy down low? I don't know.
Yeah, it could be a mixture of both. They are concerned about the three-point shots. I think Green River, almost all their points, other than those long mid-range shots and a couple inside looks, have been three-point field goals.
Jake Demarais, the sophomore, still out there on the floor. I talked to his dad earlier. We both agree he needs to eat more, but he's going to be a good one, that sophomore.
He does got some skinny legs out there.
Yeah, he needs to fill out the uniform somewhat. Here comes Jackson, down 6. with a $1:15 to go in the half. Beltez. Bounce pass inside of Wetzel. Now finds Barazay. Picks up the triple team.
Ooh.
Long three from Aaron Larson's off the mark. Now under a minute to go. Green River, good move by Taylor. That's that travel. That's that first step shuffle that, boy, they were calling that all last year for sure.
Yep, and Green River, for some reason, is the team that's most guilty of it. You saw
Is that right?
Yeah, Theron Archibald did it all the time.
Yeah.
Very talented, but he always had that first step.
Yeah. Noah McKinney with the ball. 44 seconds to go in the half. Barazay kick out to Beltez. Beltez bounce pass into Barazay. Now to Wetzel. Baseline drive. Picks up traffic, so he feeds Larson. Long three. Good. This time it's Aaron Larson with the three. And Jackson's within three.
Yep, and I like how they keep shooting. Even though there's been some dry spells here and there, they keep continuing to shoot that three, and now they're starting to fall.
I like that. McKinney with a reach in there. And he'll pick up the foul. That's his first, team third. Or team second, I guess. I thought it was the third. Fouls have not been an issue so far. Green River with the inbounds to Dylan Archibald. Now it's Hunter Lake and a whistle off ball. And what happened there? It was Geitman tied up with Keelan, maybe.
Oh, no. They cut it on 4, I thought.
Yeah, the foul was on Van Baltes.
Yeah.
Running through the screen, I believe.
All right. Sharp eyes. That's why I got two others with me. I can't see anything or everything or nothing. Dylan Archibald now gets it to Hunter Lake. Hunter Lake going to play for a last shot. We'll see. The senior is smooth. There's a long three from the lefty. Archibald, it's good. And Green River, as we said, live and die by the triple, and they're living right now.
Let's go.
Wetzel with it with 3 seconds. 2. Larson popped away. And now Hunter Lake, there's not enough time. But, well, that's how the half ends. Jackson has been within closing distance, and then Green River puts on a little spurt. At the half, it's the Green River Wolves 31, the Jackson Bronx 25. We'll be right back with a halftime show and some statistics in the halfway mark. You're enjoying Bronx basketball at KZ95, the Jackson Hole Radio Sports Network.
Tired of waiting in ski lift lines? While Silverlight can't fast track you on the slopes, we can fast track your internet. With Silverlight Fiber, your connection won't slow down during peak usage. And there's no data cap holding you back. It's like your own VIP lift to everything you love online, 24/7, all season long. Silverlight Fiber is coming to Jackson this spring. Visit silverlight-fiber.com to check if you're next in line.
They say the best offense is a good defense. This theory applies on Wyoming's roads and highways just as much as it does on the basketball court. Always know road conditions before you head out. Visit wyoroad.info, download YDOT's 511 app, or call 511 for current conditions. Buckle up every trip, every time, and put away distractions, especially your phone, so you're better prepared for the unexpected. Finally, never drink and drive, not even a little, because buzz driving is drunk driving. This message brought to you by YDOT.
All right, halftime in the boys' game. Yes, boys first. Girls will play the nightcap. Boys get to be the opener. And that's because, well, it's all about the ladies tonight. Senior night for the Lady Bronx. Is that Mrs. Fowler out there?
That I believe so.
What are they? Are we doing the senior thing now, or are we just doing something?
No, I think they're doing something fun at halftime.
Okay, we're not going to work.
Show, yeah.
Okay.
It's before the game that they're going to introduce the senior girls.
A little entertainment for, yeah, all right. So who's leading the way for Green River in scoring, Kimmy K?
Archibald.
Oh,
Wait.
Dylan Archibald.
Yeah, Dylan Archibald. He has 8.
Okay, the 6-foot junior, Dylan Archibald, who, boy, he gets most of his stuff from beyond the arc. What else?
We got Robertson and Keelan, both with 6. Hunter Lake with 4. What's happening here tonight? Strice with 2, and Demaray with 3.
All right. They're spreading it around
Spreading
pretty
it
good.
around,
Yeah.
yep.
How about the Bronx?
Oh, Peterson has 2. Sorry.
Yeah, Dawson.
I've lost him. Dawson does have 2.
Yeah.
Missed him there. Sorry.
Jackson.
Okay. Well, we have Jesse and Baltez and Aaron all with 3. McKinney has a 2. Geitman has 4. And Wetzel has 10.
Palmer Wetzel is going to get his.
Did I say Wetzel? I think I said wrong last name. Sorry, Palmer.
Wetzel came out like a man on a mission, did he not, Mac?
Yes, he did. He's taken the most field goal attempts by anyone in the gym, but rightfully so. He's arguably the most skilled player in the gym. So, yes, Palmer Wetzel, this has got to be a big scoring night. He's got to take control, take over the game, and I think Palmer senses that, and he's taking those shots, and they're great shots. And even though some of them didn't drop, a lot of them did, and that's a big reason why he has 10 points, and I expect to see him a 20-point game at least from Wetzel. Another issue of concern, though, if Lake only has 4 points, I expect to see Lake trying to get more offense rolling by scoring in the second half, so that's something Jackson's got to watch out for. And down 6, Jackson's got to get stops, and it seems that the Bronx, for most of the season, have been playing from behind to start the third quarter. And they are a team of resilience. They showed resilience against Kelly Walsh, but now they really got to show it again, and they got to start the third quarter, win the first 3 minutes, and then see what happens from there.
If you're Coach Matt Elliott, reasons to be worried. Like you said, Hunter Lake has not turned into Hunter Lake yet, so you're worried that if he finds himself, he could take over the game. Reasons to be hopeful, though. You know, the difference in this game right now in the score is the missed shots by Barazay. And I'm not saying, Jack needs to shoot better. I'm glad he's taking these shots. But if those go down, he's taken like 4 shots from within 5 feet. And they just haven't gone. If those go in, we're tied, or Jackson's winning. And I still think the big men are going to rule the day for Jackson. I want to see more out of Geitman. And if Barazay starts sinking those shots that he's getting, he seems to have them when he wants them. He muscles his opponent, just pushes him around and gets right to the rim. I think if they fall for Barazay and Geitman gets more involved, we could see a different story here in the second half. One good piece of news I noticed, Coach Lori Ivy said last week in Green River's loss to Rock Springs, the third quarter was a nightmare for the Wolves, and she said it's been our problem all season. Ooh. So that's good news for Jackson.
That is, because our third quarter's been our best one.
Yeah, Green River does not like the third quarter. I'm kind of hopeful about that.
Woo.
Yeah, let me ask you, Mac, is there anything to that? Is there a quarter that gets in your mind as a team that it's your better quarter, like you can really shoot it? Or is there a quarter where you dread, like, oh, we're always slow starting, or we can't finish, or we're terrible coming out of the locker room at the half?
Well, based on my experience as a Jackson Bronx basketball player, playing in the past, 2023 and 2022, those were the years where the third quarter was dreadful for the Jackson Bronx.
Yeah.
We would always start out off because, the Jackson was a great first half team. You get a quick start, Seb or Gavin or Andrew, one of those 3 guys would be going and would steamroll the team into the lead, and we'd have a 10-point lead. Like, there's so many times, I can name countless times, whether it was Star Valley at home, had a 25-point lead and only won by 7. Green River, Green River my senior year, we had a killer second quarter, had nearly a 20-point lead and won the game by 10. So Jackson, like in the past, going into the quarter. We would struggle in the third quarter, and I don't know why that was. We never really had an answer.
Yeah.
But I think it's because when you're down, you have more motivation. So I think Jackson is going to have more motivation. They're going to have the chip on their shoulder. We're down 6.
Yeah.
You know, that from a perspective, I think that's how it should be. That's how Jackson should be feeling. They want to have that first win, and you're only down 6. 6 is within striking distance. It's not like it's a big, insurmountable lead. 6 is the most reasonable lead to come back from and chip away. So I think it depends on the circumstance of the game. If it's a reasonable lead, like a single-digit lead, and you're willing to get back into it, I think it's definitely possible.
Interesting to see how Coach Elliott has used his personnel. We have not seen a whole lot of players up and down the bench. And Van Beltez, I think, has been a real spark for this team coming off the bench. He's played both Larson twins and Beltez off the bench, but for the most part, he's going with the big men. He's going with the guys that got him there. And that's Wetzel, Geitman, McKinney, Barazay, and then that fifth man just kind of rotating around. Who's hot? Who's hot? It's been fun. Jackson, this game's there for the taking. I know both teams want this win. Jackson just to get a W on the season, and Green River to get an all-important quadrant conference win on the road, which is pretty tough. We're about ready to come back. We'll take one more quick break. We'll start this second half on the home of the Bronx, Jackson Hole Radio Sports Network.
Jackson Lumber, the board store, Jackson's oldest business and only true lumber yard in town. Jackson Lumber's hardware people are the best in the business, and they do it right the first time. Jackson Lumber works with people who make a living building, so the tools they sell are definitely the best hand tools and power tools available, with names like Vest Tool, Milwaukee, Makita, Skillsaw, Senco, Fine, and DeWalt. Jackson Lumber, the board store at 130 South Grovemont. Call 733-6000, 733-6000.
Your home for Jackson Hole High School sports is KZ95. Let's get back to the game.
Both teams back on the floor. Jackson Bronx begin with the basketball, down 6, 31-25. Fresh 8 on the board, and we'll start the third quarter. Switching sides, Jackson moving right to left now. On your YouTube screen, Larson and McKinney, back to Larson. Now Will Geitman out here on the perimeter. Geitman, McKinney, Palmer, Wetzel, kick out. McKinney, he'll try 3. That's rattles in and out, so close. The rebound to Archibald. Here comes Green River on the run. Archibald posts up. He likes this look. 3. No, he's too short. And Jackson with a rebound. Half a minute in here, and nobody's scored yet. Wetzel to Larson. Drives baseline. Shut down by Robertson. Wetzel's 3. Line drive, too short. Archibald fires up ahead. We told you Green River loves to run and gun like this, and that almost went. Dawson Peterson was in too deep for the layup, missed it. Jackson with the ball now. It's Aaron Larson. He wanted to pass to Wetzel, but Wetzel wasn't even looking at him. Aaron says, I'll take this long 3. No good. Rebound comes all the way out to Wetzel. Up and in. And long shots equal long rebounds. Wetzel just happened to be there.
Yep, and that's a great offensive rebound to get the offense flowing, the higher percentage shot. If threes aren't falling, go for the insiders.
For sure. Archibald with it now. Backhand pass to Peterson. Peterson at the nail. Drives, now kick out. It's A.J. Keelan. His layup no good. Good defense. Here comes Jackson the other way. Will Geitman 1 on 3, and I don't know what he was trying there, and it's a travel.
I think he just slipped and fell. It's a slippery court here in Jackson.
I love Geitman driving rim. That's always good, but he didn't have numbers, and he just slipped down hard. Here's Green River baseline drive. Robertson, it's not there. Will Geitman says no. And around the horn they go. Adam Robinson with it now. Robertson to Dawson Peterson. Peterson, Geitman on him. Real height mismatch here. I don't think Peterson get a shot up over Geitman. Maybe that's why he's only had the 2 points, and that one bucket was real early in this contest. This is Adam Robertson. He posts up 15-footer. Short, no good, but the rebound, it's Archibald. And he puts it up and in, and Dylan Archibald is becoming a problem for the Bronx.
Yeah, he's up to 10 points, almost a third of Green River's points.
Geitman with a beautiful base feed to Barazay, who put it up and in. Jackson answers. 4-point game, 5:40 to go. Spin move by Hunter Lake. His shot no good. Barazay rebound. Here comes Wetzel for the black and orange. McKinney with a long three off the back of the iron, no good. Archibald pulls it down, and Dylan is everywhere. Green River, Adam Robertson back to Hunter Lake. He'll reset. Larson comes out to pick him up. That is shifty on shifty right there. Lake and Larson, inside A.J. Keelan. Boy, the senior has impressed me with his inside game.
Well, that's the first inside look Green River's gotten after 4 misses.
Will Geitman with it now for the Bronx. McKinney, top of the key. They're letting him have that three if he wants it. And he'll take it now. It's just too tempting. Oh, and it rolls in and out. Rebound Keelan. Here comes Hunter Lake for the Wolves. Always pushing the pace. Lake goes coast to coast. No good. But the rebound tapped in. Was that Keelan?
Yes, and just so tall and athletic, tipping it back in.
37-29, Green River lead. They're halfway through the third here. Larson to Geitman. Bounce pass inside. A Wetzel in the reach in by Keelan. And he knew it. Boy, AJ, good inside game. He's not small, but he's not big. But he plays bigger, doesn't he? He plays a big game.
Yes, he does. He's a crasher for sure.
Yeah. Wetzel will inbounds underneath his own bucket. Fouls have not been an issue in this one. 4:28 to go in the third. That's the second on Keelan for the night for Green River. Inbounds Wetzel. Floats it out to Noah McKinney. Now Wetzel, turnaround jumper, no good, and it's Archibald with a board. Here comes Hunter Lake with it now. Lake feeds far side to Dax Taylor. Cross court, almost out of the hands of Peterson. It's a good job. Now working on Beltez, baseline, and Van might have got a little handsy there. Then it will be Beltez, his second. 4:14 left in the third. Jackson down 8. And Green River trying to add to it with the ball. Hunter Lake floats one out to Dylan Archibald. And now to Hunter Lake, his floater, no good. And Hunter Lake just not feeling it tonight so far here in Jackson. Palmer Wetzel working on Lake. His pass to Beltez, stolen by Archibald. Really no need for that pass as Green River tries to convert on the turnover. Archibald up and in, and the foul. Oh boy. Well, when it rains and pours, that was not a wise decision, that little 3-foot pass at the one end.
Yeah, it should have been a bounce pass from a coach's perspective, and then Archibald has been really carrying the scoring load while Lake's struggling. It's been Archibald and Keelan holding the weight for Green River.
Absolutely. Archibald's been dynamite in this one, and he makes it the conventional 3-point play. Biggest lead of the night for the Wolves. 40-29, Green River in the lead. McKinney to Jesse Larson. Jesse back to McKinney. Noah feeds inside. Wetzel now to Beltez. McKinney way up high, top of the perimeter. Now Larson, he'll try the baseline three. That's way short. And the rebound from Archibald. Archibald's been good on the boards, too, for Green River. He's doing it all. Here comes the lefty with a three. Short. Barazay pulls the rebound. He's got McKinney up ahead. He'll feed him. Noah thought about it, but now he'll wait and gets it back to Beltez. Beltez bounce pass inside Wetzel. Now to Barazay. His shot. Good! And he gets the foul. Dax Taylor. Taylor said, I didn't touch him, but the referees see it different.
Well, maybe that will kickstart Jack Barazay's offensive game, getting that and one, and that was a good job keeping it high. I know I say it every time, but fundamentally, Jack kept it high, and that's why he was able to get it over.
Hold that ball high, yeah. Dax Taylor, all he could do was hit Barazay's forearms, and Jack converts for the three-point play. Jackson's within 8 for Dax Taylor. That was his first foul, by the way. Inside Archibald, attracts a lot of attention back out to Hunter Lake. Hunter Lake directs traffic, now works near side Archibald. Bounce pass beauty into Dax Taylor. but he can't do anything of it. And that's underneath to A.J. Keelan, and it's like watching something on repeat. That's the third time they found Keelan all alone down low.
Yep, and just the bigs for Green River all alone down low.
Beltez with it now. McKinney, quick touch pass to Wetzel. Now Larson far side. Works it out to Wetzel, but he gets hit on the hand, and that might be, yeah, it is on Archibald. That's the one guy Coach Ivy cannot afford to sit, and they're going to have to sit him now. As well, that's not who they're going to come in and get him.
No, they're not.
No, they're not.
It's his first foul. Why are they going to come in and get him?
I thought that was his third, honestly. Okay.
It's his first. There's no reason to come get him. He's got plenty to give.
Once again, my math is not mathing. Here's Noah McKinney with it now for Jackson. 2:30 to go in the third. Pass inside of Wetzel. And Palmer just triple covered. I know Palmer's your go-to guy, but it's becoming a bit too obvious now. Long three there is short by Dax Taylor. Rebound Jackson. McKinney with it now, pushing the pace to Beltez. Beltez, bounce pass, Larson. Now back out to McKinney. Larson around the perimeter. Beltez will try a baseline triple. Yes!
Right,
He got it the hard way, but it works.
And that's a big 6 points from Van this game. You know, he's ready to shoot it, and he was open there.
Somebody's got to be that guy, because I think that Jackson's a little too intentional trying to feed 32. And it's not like Green River doesn't know it. Every time Wetzel touches it, he's got 2 or 3 guys on him. Timeout on the floor, and we'll take it with him. With 1:56 to go in the third, it's Green River 42, Jackson 35.
Experience Jackson Hole like a local. Recently renovated, the 49er boasts a new lobby, extended continental breakfast, indoor swimming pool, fitness facility, and 12-person outdoor hot tub. Located on Pearl Street, the 49er is just 3 short blocks from Jackson's greatest bars and restaurants, where you'll find your home away from home. Enjoy your time in Jackson as part of the Town Square Inns, and stay at the 49er Inn and Suites.
Live play-by-play coverage of Jackson Bronx sports continues with Jake Nichols on KZ95.
Take a look down, Coach Elliott with a whiteboard. What's he talking about, Mac? What do these Bronx got to do?
That is a very good question. Bronx have had a lot of empty trips offensively, and, you know, they're looking for different options. Van was able to hit a 3 in that possession. But, yes, I think Jackson's got to find more balance, so maybe they'll try and run a play for Van or Jesse potentially and see what happens.
I'm going to say this till the season ends. I want to see more 33. Geitman could take this game over. He's not on the floor right now, but
kind of hard to take over the game if you're not on the floor.
Beltez, bounce pass into Jack Bears, a 15-footer, turnaround, no good. Rebound is Archibald's. Now feeds over to Hunter Lake. Hunter Lake, cross-court, Robertson. He goes cross-court to Lake, touch pass to Archibald. Well, they're showing off their passing ability. Is anyone going to shoot? There we go. It's no good from Robertson, but he gets his own rebound. Kick out, Archibald puts a move on Beltez, now finds Robertson. His 3 won't go again, and this is off the hand. Coach Elliott didn't like it. Looked like it was off Green. Now they've switched the call.
Well, even though Jackson gets the ball, Green River was crashing hard, trying to get every rebound they could get.
Green River's a good rebounding team. And you know how they do it is not necessarily box-out technique. They come flying. You don't see the guy rebounding until he's there, and he comes from, like, nowhere. He just materializes. Here's Larson, baseline 3, just short. And Hunter Lake with a rebound. Hunter avoids Berzay, now avoids Beltez. Kick out. There's long 3, no good from Jake Demarais. Rebound, though, is Green River. Hunter Lake inside, Robertson underneath. Stice up and in. Garen Stice, the junior, who is the one big man presence Green River has, is starting to get hot. Inside, Berzay, little 10-footer. That's no good. Jack just cannot find the range right now. That's going to be a foul on Stice, and that's a couple for him, I think. Well, they're going to call Robertson's number on that. That's his third, and Coach Ivy is going to let Adam sit for a bit. Replace him with Dawson Peterson. Jackson with some changes as well. Geitman back in the ball game. Will inbounds to Wetzel. Now Barazay around the perimeter. Geitman right in front of the black hole, working on Stice. Bounce pass, give and go, and that just didn't connect. Off the hands of Geitman, turnover. Green River with it now, already up 9. Waning seconds of the third, clock ticking down to 3, 2. Here's a long 3 launched by Peterson, no good. And that's how the third quarter will end with a score. Green River 44, Jackson 35. Bronx got some ground to make up if they want to get the dub here. We'll be right back with the exciting finish. Jackson Hole Bronx basketball on KZ95 of the Jackson Hole Radio Sports.
Cashmere, silk, down, or denim, Blue Spruce Cleaners is where you take them. We have a friendly, knowledgeable staff eager and happy to serve you in 2 locations and on the road with daily pickup and delivery service and expert tailoring on site. We offer the best in green, effective, and gentle cleaning with Green Earth Cleaning and professional laundry for your sweaters, gowns, comforters, and linens. Blue Spruce Cleaners is a recognized reduce, reuse, recycle business leader, providing green, affordable, and friendly service to our community for over 20 years. Whatever the season, whatever the reason, Blue Spruce Cleaners.
Here's your voice of the Jackson Bronx, Jake Nichols on KZ95.
For the Jackson Hole Radio Sports Network, I'm Jake. Kimmy K's here, Mac's here. Mac, can we make up the deficit in 8 minutes?
Well, this reminds me of 3 years ago. I'm going to bring back a memory.
Oh, no.
Against Green River, we were down by double digits, around 10 points, and that's when Jackson, we came back. Gavin hit 3 or 4 threes.
Yeah.
We were right in it, and that was the game I talked about earlier, that Dylan Taylor hit the game winner. So I think Jackson, they're obviously not going to remember that game, but they're going to have to come back and make a run if they want to win.
It's Green River ball. Hunter Lake with it. Works it to Dawson Peterson. Now gets it back from Peterson. Hunter Lake in no hurry here as Green River enjoying the 9-point bulge. It's A.J. Keelan. He's having a game. Bounce pass to Peterson. And a whistle and a reach in on Jackson. Guilty party was Beltez, his third. Nobody getting up and ready in the bench. Inbounds pass to Hunter Lake. Boy, they look for a lot of give and goes. The guy who makes the pass makes an immediate cut. And that must be Lori Ivy basketball. That's Wetzel gets the block there. And good job by Hunter Lake to draw that. I mean, Wetzel's got such a size advantage on Hunter Lake. There's no real need to have contact there.
Yeah, Palmer's just got to keep his hands straight up, make that shot really hard for Lake to make it over him.
Lake is one of the better free throw shooters on the team, the best, 68%, but he missed that one. Hunter's not going to miss 2 in a row, and he did. 45-35. 10-point game just underway here in the fourth. Wetzel to McKinney, back to Wetzel, back to McKinney. Cross court, Beltez inside of Barazay. He's got all that room. But he kicks out to Beltez. Okay, that's all right. That's all right.
More of those.
I mean, Jack could have walked in and stuffed it. They were just leaving him alone, but Beltez is red hot.
Yep, and Van, maybe that's the offense that Jackson might have to run through.
Yes, there's a long 3 from Demaray. That's short. Here comes Barazay with a rebound. Jackson with a chance to swing. Big Mo here inside to Geitman, and that's a reach and before the shot, though. So we'll just get the inbounds. We'll see who it's on. Still waiting. Jackson basketball. And that's Jake Demaray, his first. And Garen Stice into the game now for Demaray. And Coach Ivy's just going to call the timeout now. And then we'll take a break. I think we're going to stay. Yeah, well, it's a short one. We'll stay here and discuss strategy. So a little bit of a momentum swing, and I think Coach Ivy wanted to kind of nip that in the bud, but Jackson's maybe, I don't know. What is it, Beltez 3 that's the savior, or what are we doing?
It could be potentially because, Jackson has a big advantage. Baltez, hasn't had a lot of, moments where he scored a lot of points, so Green River doesn't have the scouting report tape on him, so they don't know what to expect from Baltez. But Baltez, he's a very talented basketball player. He could shoot the three. He's got a great float drive game, and he's made a lot of great decisions. He's made the right passes, the right plays. Great game from Van.
Yeah, well, play your hot hand if you're Coach Elliott. Whoever's hitting the shots, Jackson ball inside to Berzay. Up and in. And Jack Berzay, I think that feels good just to get one to go in for Berzay. He was like, finally. And the chance for the and one.
Well, he's made the tough ones. He made an and one earlier, and that's his second and one in this game.
A.J. Keelan is the guilty party, his third. Berzay to the line. He's gotten better here at the stripe, but he missed that.
So close.
Stice with a rebound. Here comes Green River. It's a 5-point game. Post up, Hunter Lake, 3, good. And man, does this guy show up when they need him. 48-40, Jackson after the Lake triple. Geitman, far side in front of the black hole. Kick out McKinney's wide open 3, he'll take it. Rattles in and out. Finn Beltez with the touch rebound, and Beltez is having the game of his career.
Yep, 11 points for Baltez.
Hunter Lake kicks it over to Dylan Archibald, hands off to Peterson. Almost lost it for a moment. Peterson, and now, boy, a lot of hands in there. And that'll be, that's Beltez, the one guy who's lighting it up for Jackson. And that's 4 on number 4. No way is Coach Elliott going to sit him, though. He's like, I'm riding that guy until he fouls out. Inbounds pass coming. Dylan Archibald backcourt to Lake. Hunter Lake calls the play. 6:10 to go in regulation. 6-point game. Green River leads. And that's away from the ball. And somebody fighting through a pick. What was that?
Well, that was Van fighting through the A.J. Keelan screen, and my heart sank because I thought the foul was going to be called on Van, but it was actually called on Keelan, and that's his 4th foul.
Ooh, all right. So Van Beltez with 4. A.J. Keelan will sit with the 4 on Green River, and we're down to 6:05 to go in the 4th. 48-42, Green River lead. Jackson ball, McKinney feeds Berzay. Now to Wetzel. Kick out wide open is Geitman. He'll take it, but he's short. Wetzel with a rebound and a foul. Well, Green River is just triple covering Wetzel every time he touches it. And good job by the Bronx ball movement to identify an open player. Geitman was wide. The closest guy to him was the custodian over here by the concession stand. He was wide open. Beltez goes airborne and now gives it away to Archibald. Green River going to push the pace. Now they're going to slow up. Now Hunter Lake drives. Euro steps in the lane, up and in. Hunter Lake very shifty. And boy, does he give you buckets when you need them.
Yeah, and he was able to slice through 2 of the taller defenders of Jackson.
Beltez line drive 3 is no good. Scramble for the rebound, out of bounds. It'll be Green River ball. 50-42. Every time Jackson shows a little pushback, Hunter Lake has something to say about it. And we're down to 5:30 to go. And McKinney's going to get whistled there as he ran right over the back of Hunter Lake.
No, there's a no call just out of bounds on McKinney.
Coach Ivy can hear her from here, yeah. And that might be the makeup.
I think that is. Even though they did push one another.
Yeah, well, the McKinney foul was a lot more evident than that one. That's still going to be McKinney. Well, yeah, he was due. If Noah so much as looked angry at somebody, was going to get a whistle. Here comes Green River with it over the timeline. Dax Taylor. Dax with a left hand dribble. Now feeds far side. Demarais. Jake pulls up the dribble and then gives it to Archibald. Dylan wants a little cross. as they get into a bit of a weave. Green River doesn't really have this half-court offense. They sort of make it up as they go. There's turnaround 15-footer. Good. Daxton Taylor with a big league shot right there.
Yep, and this is where the shot clock, not having a shot clock comes into effect because Green River is going to start taking long possessions.
Wetzel over the back, and Archibald can't believe it. Palmer Wetzel, I don't think, ever saw Archibald behind him, and right now, as hot as Wetzel started, that just attracted more attention to 32, and really, he can't do much now. He just, every time he touches the ball, there's wolves everywhere. It's like a wounded elk.
Well,
drawing a pack of wolves.
Yeah, and Jackson's got to start taking advantage because if Palmer's going to attract the attention, I think fouls are going to come. Green River's already in the double bonus, and Jackson will be shooting free throws from here on out.
Wetzel fails on both. Archibald pulls down the rebound, the reach in, and Jackson lucky to get a jump ball there. I thought Palmer might have got called on the reach around.
Normally put their thumbs up really quick. They were a little slow on that.
Possession arrow favors Jackson. Wetzel will inbounds. 4:47 to go into regulation. Jackson down 10 again. Berazay finds Geitman open, now into Palmer Wetzel. Stice picks him up. Geitman feeds Berazay, now Wetzel back to Berazay. Jack, kick out. Around the horn they go, Beltez. Good defense by Green River here. Berazay's left-handed shot, no good. And the rebound, Archibald. Here comes Green River, already up 10, and Hunter Lake says, let's just chill. As he goes between the leg dribble a couple of times. Archibald says, I want more points, though. His three is no good. Dax Taylor with a rebound. Huge offensive board for Green River, and you can't let that happen with 4 minutes left in the game. Jackson needs every possession they can get. Hunter Lake drive, no good. Beltez sky high for the rebound. And the tie-up. Dylan Archibald did a good job to reach in and get the jump ball, and that'll keep it Wolves possession. 10-point game. Wolves lead. Hunter Lake to inbounds. 3:57 to go in the fourth. McKinney watching Lake. Hunter looking around. Bounce pass into Dax Taylor. Geitman knocks it loose for a moment. Now Archibald top of the key over to Lake. Lake faked the pass to Stice. Instead goes to Taylor. Daxton Taylor drives the lane into the paint. No good, but Geitman's going to fall on top of him and pick up the foul. And a good job by Dax Taylor to just make something happen, driving the rim. Will Geitman, his second. Taylor to the line, 62% free throw shooter, second best on the team. Eyes it and gets it. Green River up 11. Geitman comes out for Jesse Larson now. As Coach Elliott trying to find a hot hand somewhere. Dax with the back end and spins it, gets it. And the biggest lead of the night for the Wolves, 12-point lead, 54-42. Noah McKinney inside of Berazay, kick back out to McKinney. Long three, right down the barrel. Noah McKinney, and Coach Elliott will call it timeout.
Yep, and Jackson really needed that one. McKinney, he's had a lot of fantastic looks, and you know, sometimes it can get frustrating. There's been so many looks from McKinney where it looked like it was going to go right in, rolled around the rim, and did everything but go in. And I'm grateful that McKinney just forgot about the misses and keeps on shooting, because shooters, that's what the best shooters do, is they keep shooting no matter what the percentage is.
Yeah, and to me, Green River has given McKinney the three because they've really sunk down low to take care of Wetzel. They're saying, Noah, if you think you got it, take it. And he did drain that one. That was a big one to get Jackson back within 9 now, 54-45. As we take a look at the strategy session there. Coach Elliott, no whiteboard. He's just talking encouragement here. Well, Jackson Bronx have had trouble putting games away. Now, they've not been close enough in this one to even think about putting it away, but every time they try to crawl back in it, Green River has somebody that shows up. Hunter Lake with a big bucket, Dax Taylor. All right, back to the action. 3:32 to go in the fourth. Green River ball inbounds to Hunter Lake. Full court pressure. I do not like pressing the Wolves because they will run right out of it. I know it's one of the things you do late in the game when you're down, but boy, just pressuring Green River invites them to go fast and find something underneath. They don't this time, though. Hunter Lake, look out. Nice reach in by Wetzel, but a whistle. Palmer Wetzel saw the opportunity, reached in, grabbed the ball.
That was on Noah.
But Noah McKinney gets the call. They didn't like the screen, he said.
I believe so. That's what it appeared to be. And McKinney's been aggressive. You know, that's like the on-ball pressure of guarding Lake. That's been a hard task to do.
Oh, yeah. Both teams in the bonus, so they're shooting free throws from here on out. Hunter Lake misses that, and it doesn't happen very often. Here he is with the second of two, and that's good. Green River increases the lead to 10 again. Jackson ball, Palmer Wetzel to Noah McKinney. McKinney cross court, Jesse Larson. Jesse bounce pass McKinney, now inside Wetzel, kick out, Beltez is open, three is no good. Off the back iron, Van gets his own rebound to McKinney in the Barazay, right back out to Van, right back into Jack Barazay. Barazay got a little wrestling match with Archibald, and it's going to be Dylan who gets the reach in. As you saw Big Jack rip that ball away from Archibald, and the referees caught Dylan reaching into the cookie jar. That's the third on Archibald. And Barazay to the line, and this is the most improved part of Jack's game is the free throw shooting. I hope I didn't jinx him. Uh-oh.
Well, Jackson's been struggling from the free throw line all game.
They have.
I think they are shooting under 50%. I think they've missed more than they made, and that's something you got to look back on and be like, that could be a difference maker.
Yeah, lost points. Barazay converts, 1 of 2. And Archibald will inbounds here. More pressure from Jackson, looks like. You got to be careful nobody gets behind you here. As Archibald looks up court to see if anything's there. Now he just dribbles away from Wetzel. Hands off to Taylor. Dax Taylor almost had it swiped loose by Beltez. Now Green River will slow it down. Burn clock, 2:30 to go. Hunter Lake. Oh, what a pass to Dax Taylor, but he missed the layup.
That was.
And a foul on the rebound. What a pass from Lake to Taylor. Taylor tried to finger roll it in, was too strong, and then a foul on the rebound.
Yeah, Valtez, that's his fifth.
Yep,
Good game.
That's a great game from Van Baltes, but that's why rebounds are everything in the game of basketball. If Jackson gets the defensive rebound right there, they stop Green River from having a chance to score again.
And, tough. Van Baltes, best game we've seen out of him. I hope the fans recognize it as he comes out. Good game from number 4. And Will Geitman will replace him. To the line is Dylan Archibald, 60% free throw shooter, the 6-foot junior left-hander. Eyes it, fires it, and he's short. Still a 9-point game within reach for Jackson. Just take 3 threes to tie it as Archibald missed them both. But the rebound, Green River. It's A.J. Keelan again on the boards. And there's a foul on Archibald. It's going to be
timeout.
Oh, okay. I thought McKinney got a piece of them. That's good news. Timeout on the floor then. Yeah, this offensive boards, those are killers too, Mac. Take the air out of your tires.
Yes, especially off of free throws, because you're expected to get the rebound 100% of the time, whether it's on a missed shot, but on free throws, it's even more valuable. And when you're down 9 with 2 minutes and 20 seconds, Jackson did it a lot against Star Valley. Star Valley got a lot of rebounds. In fact, Star Valley out-rebounded Jackson by 24.
Oh.
That's just been a killer for the Bronx this season.
Yeah.
And, it's showing why Green River is winning this basketball game.
And what is rebounding? Is it just is it discipline? Is it mechanic? Is it for me, rebounding is all about want to, man. How bad do you want it?
Yes, I was about to say desire.
All right,
desire is the word.
Oh.
Desire and fundamentals. Boxing out is a part of it. Jackson, like Jack Bearsay, Will Geitman, Palmer, Wetzel, they're all great rebounders. But Green River, you could tell, especially in offensive rebounds, it does help when you can see where the ball's going, but you also want to go get it, and Green River goes and gets it.
Yeah, they just want it more right now. 2:20 to go. Jackson down 55-46, but it's Wolves ball. And we're down to that part of the game where both teams in the bonus, you got to start thinking about fouls, because Green River's not the kind of team to burn clock and waste time. That doesn't compute in their makeup, but they're going to do some of that because they understand basketball, and Jackson's going to have to send them to the line here a little bit, and they do. It's Hunter Lake. Aaron Larson, the guilty party. That's just his first. Hunter Lake, he's not the guy you want to foul statistically, and he's got that one. Back to a 10-point lead. 2:14 to go in the fourth. Lake looking to eye the back end and gets it. He's got them both from the lead back to 11 for the Wolves. Jackson ball, McKinney. Let's see what the Bronx can do. Crucial trip. Everyone is now. Aaron Larson to McKinney, back to Aaron. He'll try a three up over the top of an outstretched arm, and it's no good. Rebound. Hunter Lake up ahead. Dax Taylor to Peterson, and a wide open baseline cut from Dylan Archibald, who has been a Bronx killer tonight. And that was a dagger. McKinney back to Larson. Bounce pass inside. Wetzel cross court to Geitman, but a foul, and that's going to be a reach in on A.J. Keelan. That's his fifth. And A.J. is done for the night. Wetzel to shoot. Wetzel's been quiet in the second half, and it's not for the lack of trying, as Green River is just centered on him, kind of like last year when they went after Hannah. They just said 32 is not going to beat us. Wetzel, the first of two, is good, and it's a 59-47 game. Jesse Larson ready to check back in, so the twins will be out there, assuming he's not replacing his brother.
No, it looks like he's going in for Wetzel.
Wetzel with his second, and that's good. And Wetzel makes them both.
Oh, he's going in for Aaron.
Oh, yeah, so we got a Larson swap.
Oh, that was weird.
Inbounds pass. I mean, it's just, this is not a team you can full court press. They're too wiggly. They'll get out of this. Hunter Lake gets it to Archibald, but you got to try. Hunter working on Noah McKinney. McKinney's going to do all he can to get that round ball. Can't get it. Dylan Archibald had a shot, but he says, it's better to run clock. And now out to Dax Taylor, and putting hands on him is Wetzel. And you have to. It's a minute 22, and you're down 11. Taylor is maybe a guy you want to hit. 62% free throw shooter. And he's off the back iron with that. A miss. Fortunate for Jackson. 1:22 to go. Jackson down 11. They've been... Jackson, I don't know if had the lead past the first quarter, really. It's been Green River for most of the way. Taylor missed them both. And Barasay with a rebound. Got to push the pace here. Wetzel to McKinney. Barasay wide open, working on Stice. Turn around. Oh, what a move by Barasay. but he can't get the finish. And then Stice laid on top of Berzay. Still can't get it to fall. Jack Berzay had 3 looks at the bucket, could not get him. Very physical, but they let him go. Here's Hunter Lake with it now for Green River. Kick out. It's Peterson. Peterson, far side, Dax Taylor. And Green River doesn't want to shoot here. There's hands on. And it's Wetzel.
That's his 5th.
Yeah. Well, that's an encapsulation of the game right there. Is Berzay playing Jack Berzay tough basketball inside, but it's not his night. His shots are just not going in.
And that's just been the theme of the season for Jackson is dry spells, lack of offense, and then somehow Jackson does everything right, and then somehow, some way, it doesn't convert into points.
The basketball gods not smiling in the Bronx this season. In Berzay, we've seen games where, he's shooting like 70% from the floor. Tonight, right underneath the basket. And he cannot get it to go in. He's doing everything else. Down to 47 seconds in the game now is Will King with the ball for the Bronx. Cross court to Jesse Larson. Jesse walks to the top of the key now to McKinney. He'll try a 3, and that's no good off the glass. Rebound Archibald. Berzay taking a whack at it. Archibald gets it to Hunter Lake. Hunter Lake's just going to put it into the rope-a-dope here as King watches him. Hunter dribbling around. And Hunter can do this all night long if you let him. Left-hand dribble, just weaving his way through white jerseys. Now to Dax Taylor, who takes a look at the clock. And, yeah, that'll do it as Jackson sees the writing on the wall here. This one, a final. Taylor will let it dribble out, and at the buzzer, it's a big win for the Green River Wolves on the road, and another loss for the Jackson Bronx, and a tough one to take. Final score, 61-48 Wolves over the Bronx. We'll be back to recap it, pick our players of the game right after this. You're enjoying Bronx basketball at KZ95 and the Jackson Hole Radio Sports Network.
Experience Jackson Hole like a local. Recently renovated, the 49er boasts a new lobby, extended continental breakfast, indoor swimming pool, fitness facility, and 12-person outdoor hot tub. Located on Pearl Street, the 49er is just 3 short blocks from Jackson's greatest bars and restaurants, where you'll find your home away from home. Enjoy your time in Jackson as part of the Town Square Inns, and stay at the 49er Inn and Suites.
Jackson Lumber, the board store, Jackson's oldest business and only true lumber yard in town. Jackson Lumber's hardware people are the best in the business, and they do it right the first time. Jackson Lumber works with people who make a living building, so the tools they sell are definitely the best hand tools and power tools available, with names like Vest Tool, Milwaukee, Makita, Skillsaw, Senko, Fine, and DeWalt. Jackson Lumber, the board store at 130 South Gromont. Call 733-6000, 733-6000.
We're back courtside to put a bow on this one. Boys game wraps. Final score once again, Green River 61, Jackson 48. With the Bronx loss, they fall to 0-14 on this season. And with the win, Green River gets an all-important win in quadrant in conference as they get their first conference quadrant win and improve to 5-10 under Coach Lori Ivy. Tough one to watch get away. Kimmy K scoring.
Lake 13. Peterson 2. Robertson 6, Archibald 15, Stice.
Yeah.
Oh, they got it spelled wrong here. 4. What do we got? Jake has got 3. Demaray. Taylor 6. And Keelan 12.
All right, then. Taylor had some big buckets. Hunter Lake, it seems like, he had his season average, basically. with 13, but his points are always scored when you need them most. They're so important.
Yeah, Taylor just had 6. Did I say that?
Yeah, and for me, even if he wasn't double his season average, Dylan Archibald just everywhere on the court. I got to give him my pick for player of the game for Green River. Dylan Archibald brought it today. Mac, who do you like over there in the Green Machine?
Oh, I did like Dylan Archibald. He shot it really well. He's a good sharpshooter, and he's got a very bright future. Basketball family, younger brother of Theron Archibald. He's got that work ethic. He's going to be great next year. He's great already this year. Future's endless for him. But I'm actually going to give the player of the game for Green River to A.J. Keelan.
I could do that.
Because A.J. Keelan...
I could do that.
Really, when Jackson had a glimmer of hopes getting back into the game in the third or fourth quarter, Keelan would get an offensive rebound or a tip shot right back in. He worked so hard, and those were a big 12 points, and he really earned his 5 fouls. He fouled out. He was physical. He was aggressive. Great defensive game, it's hard to guard Jack Berzay. It's hard to guard Palmer Wetzel. It's hard to guard Will Geitman. And Keelan's defense was a big testament to why Jackson struggled inside. So I think it's got to be A.J. Keelan.
Keelan was very, very good. Good job to notice him, Matt. Kimmy, who do you like best on the Wolves?
Well, I was going to say Archibald, but with Keelan a close second.
Yeah.
So there you go. I agree with both of you.
There's no wrong answer there, I think. How about the Bronx? Who did the scoring over there?
All right, let's go with we both Larsons have 3 each. Baltez has 11. McKinney had 5. Berzay 8. Geikman only the 4 in the first quarter. He's kind of quiet, and then Wetzel ended up with 14.
Yeah, Palmer's just Mr. Automatic. Even in a game where it didn't feel like he was able to do his normal things, he's just going to get you 14 every game. That's Palmer Wetzel. Mac, who's your pick for the Bronx MVP?
Well, side note, it's interesting how Hunter Lake got his season average and Palmer got his season average. Yeah. Interesting. But I think it's a pretty obvious choice for the Jackson Bronx. It's got to be Van Baltus. He really stepped his game up, double figures, first double-figure game of the season. And Baltus really stepped up. Without Baltus, Jackson loses by nearly 20. And Baltus, hasn't done much scoring for the Bronx, but I think hitting 3 threes, and I think he had a couple assists, and he definitely had a couple rebounds. He had a good all-around game, made all the right decisions, and I think it's got to be Van Baltus.
Count me on the Van train as well, or the Van. Baltus was electric.
I guess that's a 3.
All right, clean sweep, Van Baltus. We want more of you this season. All right, we'll close things out here, and we'll drop in on the ceremony, which is the senior night for the Lady Bronx. We'll do that when we come back. More coming up, and don't forget girls action as the Lady Bronx and the Lady Wolves ready to tap one off here in about 10 minutes. First, we're going to see some of the seniors when we come back from this quick break. Jackson Bronx basketball on KZ95. And the Jackson Hole Radio.
They say the best offense is a good defense. This theory applies on Wyoming's roads and highways just as much as it does on the basketball court. Always know road conditions before you head out. Visit wyoroad.info, download YDOT's 511 app, or call 511 for current conditions. Buckle up every trip, every time, and put away distractions, especially your phone, so you're better prepared for the unexpected. Finally, never drink and drive, not even a little, because buzz driving is drunk driving. This message brought to you by YDOT.
Experience Jackson Hole like a local while staying at the Antler Inn, Elk Country Inn, Cowboy Village Resort, or 49er Inn and Suites. With the best entertainment, dining, shopping, bars, and brews all in walking distance, you'll never want to leave. Call 1-800-4-TETONS or find them on the web at townsquareinns.com.
Take you back down on the court as we get ready to start the girls' game. We're honoring These young ladies right there, the senior.
We're also doing the dance team.
Oh, dance team as well. I love it. So seniors that we have to say goodbye to, unfortunately, help me identify Matt Holland, Allison Burcham, Lucy Webb, Kat Acme, Shayla Nava, Gia Morion Garcia, and I'm sure I'm not pronouncing her name correctly. And yeah, it's always tough to see the seniors go.
Two seniors I know this year, both one's on the dance team and one's on the basketball team.
Oh, yeah?
That making blankets for.
So we're doing dance team now.
Dance team, too,
Yeah,
yep.
both dance team and the Lady Bronx are sharing senior night.
And of course, Coach Brady for making this year so memorable. King White.
I saw Harley Ramo get some award or something. What was that?
I forget what the
yes.
award is.
I forget what the award is called too, but I remember Lucy Webb won it last year, and I'm trying to remember who won it. I think Ashlyn Chamberlain.
No, Bailey Chamberlain won one year. I forget what it's for.
She won it in 22.
It feels like the
23.
heart and soul
22.
player, you know, like someone who just gives their all. I don't know, Harley. There could be a lot of reasons Harley Ramo would win an award.
Dancers Workshop involved in NHS, Key Club, and Best Buddies, and Spark. Line Road, she like to thank her family, friends.
Yeah, we might be here a little bit with the festivities. I'll take another quick commercial break and we'll set things up for the girls, do a little pregame and let you know.
Here come our girls. Yep. I mean the basketball girls. They're done with the dance team.
Oh. Okay, we'll stay here then if we're going to do basketball.
Yeah. For team manager.
She's the gal in the middle here, I'm thinking, is the one I didn't know.
Natalie, I forget the last name.
I don't have her
Natalie,
name, but I bet that's her in the middle.
Galicia, yes.
Okay. Sportsman, we should get her up on the broadcast team or something. But we should have her be the sideline reporter. I'm always thinking of ways of utilizing free talent. Right, Mac?
Yes.
Yeah, we're definitely free, Mac.
Don't worry, my pay scale is not much above yours. Believe me, it's the radio business.
I do get dinner every once in a while, Mac, so.
All right. Who's this?
We got Gia.
Oh, yeah, there's Gia. She's my favorite to do the player intros. When we do player intros and I videotape those, she's always my favorite to see. She's always smiling, always fun. Yeah, Gia.
Gia's accomplishments. Her best accomplishment, she says, is getting the grades that I wanted for my senior year. She wrote her thank yous as I want to thank my mama and my brothers.
Hard to believe this Lady Bronx varsity team has any seniors. It seems like every year it's just built of freshmen and sophomores. How did any of them get to be seniors?
Yeah.
They growed up.
They growed up?
Yep, like 2 years ago, only one senior. Last year, I think it was only Raina, Melanie.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to remember.
I remember
I think
one
it was
year,
only 3 or 4.
Yeah, like 2 years ago, there were times where there were all 5 freshmen on the floor. Like, it was unbelievable.
One of our favorites, J.C. Chatham.
Oh, yeah, back in those days. Yeah.
Allison Burcham.
Allison Burcham.
Allison is escorted by her parents, Jesse and Heather Burcham, and older brother Luke.
Burcham feels to me like the ultimate glue guy, like they say in hockey. She makes other players better. She does the hard work that doesn't get noticed often. And she'll take a shot when, stretches where no Lady Bronx will shoot for like 3 minutes. Allison will shoot, and she'll make them.
Yep, and she takes all the hard fouls. She reminds me of any of the Larsons, whether it's Isaac, Aaron, or Jesse, like she'll run through a brick wall or she'll take hard screens. And I remember like lots of bruises and just every hit is taken to Allison.
Bertram plays a game that's unappreciated by fans, I think, but not by her coach. Look how many times Coach Olivia Bingham has had her in the starting lineup. Like, she's important to a team. She's a coach's kind of player that you need on the floor. All right, Allison. Well, I wish some of these kids would flunk out on their tests and have to return for another senior year. Is that possible?
Super senior.
I don't know.
Super seniors. Shayla Nava. I think we still could see more. Every time she's in the game, I notice her, so it tells me something. Nava's got pretty good height. She's got a good basketball game. I want more Nava, honestly. Yeah, Shayla.
2 years of varsity swimming and basketball, and 4 years of varsity track. Shayla wrote that she'd like to thank her parents, lifelong swimming coaches Jenkins and Rowan, basketball coaches Shockley, and track coaches Wiley, Bell, and Boomer. Thank you for all the support and encouraged me to continue pursuing what I deserve. Shayla Nava.
Yeah, Shayla. She's got to be a long jumper, maybe, on that track team.
Number 50, Kat Ankeny.
All right, Kat. She's been playing varsity minutes for a long time.
Grandparents Ruth and Charlie Ankeny and Diane Rice. She will be attending Montana State University in the fall, where she'll be studying microbiology.
Oh, Montana State. That's a connection we have then. Let's get Kat's phone number in case we need news out of Montana State. We like them in football. Good football team.
DECA, 13 years of ballet and modern dance, varsity basketball for 3 years, and a varsity captain for
Yeah, 3 years on varsity. Kat, big rebounder, obviously with her length, but also a long shooter, right, Max?
Yes.
She can hit long balls.
She likes to use the glass on those threes as well.
Yeah, Kat.
All right, Lucy Webb.
Number 21, Lucy Webb.
Yeah, you want a player that just gives her all every night. That's the model right there.
In the fall, she'll be going to the University of Wyoming, where she hopes to pursue a career in health sciences and attend medical school to become a pediatrician.
Oh.
Her accomplishments are a 3.975 GPA.
Ooh.
3-year varsity letter.
Smart, too.
2-year varsity starter on tennis. She received the Sidney Lee Judge Award, but has never turned in a late assignment. She wants to thank her parents for supporting me through school and athletics, Coach Shockley and Coach Dykeman, and for all my teammates for an amazing 4 years. Lucy Webb.
Yeah, Lucy, a real fan favorite, and she's never left an ounce of try out on the floor. She gives it all.
Sorry, I got a little favoritism there. I've known this girl since she was in 4th grade.
Yep, and I've got some favoritism as well because I play rec league basketball with Tom Holland.
Okay.
I taught 3 of those Holland kids out there, just not Mads. I've known them for a long time.
So we
they
know,
are very special.
We know where they get their balling, huh? Tom has passed down some genes and some skills.
You know, I've never seen Tom actually play. I've seen everybody else in the family play except for Tom.
He's got a killer mid-range game, one of the best I've ever seen.
Then I think about it. Yeah, I've seen Catherine even play or do some shots with some people. I don't think I've ever seen Tom play.
So much growth. My coaches, Coach Shockley and Coach Beeman, for teaching me more about how to play basketball.
Well, the Green River team making their way out. They didn't want to get frozen watching too much of this, and they finally come on out to join the tail end of senior night here in Jackson. Yes. Thank you, ladies, for playing the game. It's been a joy to watch you.
Thank you for all you've done for Jackson High School. We wish you well in the future. Congratulations. Now let's sit back, get loud, and cheer on our Jackson High School senior ladies and the girls basketball team to take the court.
Yeah, boy, howdy. Let's play some basketball. We still got a lot of warm-ups and pregame to do. We'll be right back with the Lady Bronx pregame show on KZ95 of the Jackson Hole.
Cashmere, silk, down, or denim, Blue Spruce Cleaners is where you take them. We have a friendly, knowledgeable staff eager and happy to serve you in 2 locations and on the road with daily pickup and delivery service and expert tailoring on site. We offer the best in green, effective, and gentle cleaning with Green Earth Cleaning and professional laundry for your sweaters, gowns, comforters, and linens. Blue Spruce Cleaners is a recognized reduce, reuse, recycle business leader, providing green, affordable, and friendly service to our community for over 20 years. Whatever the season, whatever the reason, Blue Spruce Cleaners.
One good play can improve a team's chance of winning the game. And when executed properly over and over again, that play can take a team far. One good decision when you get behind the wheel can do the same. Approximately half of the people who lose their lives on Wyoming roads each year were not wearing a seatbelt. Stay in the game, Wyoming. Buckle up every time you get in your vehicle. It's a winning play. This message brought to you by WYDOT.
Experience Jackson Hole like a local. Recently renovated, the 49er boasts a new lobby, extended continental breakfast, indoor swimming pool, fitness facility, and 12-person outdoor hot tub. Located on Pearl Street, the 49er is just 3 short blocks from Jackson's greatest bars and restaurants, where you'll find your home away from home. Enjoy your time in Jackson as part of the Town Square Inns and stay at the 49er Inn and Suites.
We're back courtside here at Jackson Hole, Wyoming, getting ready to kick off Lady Bronx, Lady Wolves basketball. All the action brought to you by Jackson Lumber, the Town Square Inns of Jackson Hole, Big O Tires, WYDOT, Blue Spruce Cleaners, and Silver Star. Well, we might have seen the highlight of the night with the celebration of the seniors, because I'm afraid from here on out it might be lower lights. Green River is a heck of a basketball team, and if you were going to choose your opponent on senior night, you wouldn't choose the Green River Wolves. They are ferocious. This is a good basketball team. The girls got their work cut out for them, the Lady Bronx, but hey, that first win's got to come sooner or later. Why not tonight?
Yes, it's going to be a tough win if it's possible for Jackson, which anything's possible, of course. But Green River, the statistics are very much in favor of them. 50 points a game offensively and only allowing 42 points a game, while Jackson's almost flip-flopped in statistics, scoring 26 points a game and allowing 52 points a game. So this could be a big game from the Wolves, but Jackson has shown that they're a very capable defensive team. So I think getting stops will be huge for the Lady Bronx, and I think they are capable of getting stops, especially inside. Kat Ankeny and Mads Hollins and Harley Rommel and Trinity Green, all great interior defenders, and so it will be interesting to see how Jackson responds to Green River.
And we've seen these Jackson ladies come out firing sometimes early, like hanging with teams that are supposed to leave them in the dust. And Jackson has put up a first 8 minutes that surprised some teams. They may build off the momentum and excitement of this senior night and put together a good first quarter. The challenge is going to be to follow it up with a good second, third, and fourth. It's going to be a long night because Green River Lady Wolves are that good. They come in, Green River comes in with an overall record of 9-6, 3-2 in conference, 2-1 in quadrant. Ranked the 5th best team out of 15 in the 4A, the best team in the West. All the teams ahead of them are all East. New head coach Clinton Landon, he does a real good job with these girls. They score, they play defense, and they rebound. My goodness, 36 rebounds a game. That's number 1 in the conference. Number 4 in scoring, number 6 in defense. What's impressed me with this team is how balanced they are. They're big. This is one of the bigger teams Jackson's going to face. You're talking about some of these girls don't have their heights listed, I think because it would be demoralizing to their opponents. But you got 6-foot Addison Demarais, 6-foot Sophia Arnold, and then you got a 5'11" McKinley Kilpack and a 6'2" Eva Murray. They got 3 girls at 6 or better, and it's hard to match up with that kind of size. And that's not the only thing they do. They don't just, hang around under the basket and drop it in like Amazon, where they play a basketball game.
Well, yes, based on years past, they have always dominated three-point shooting as well. I remember last year they were a really good three-point shooting team, one of the best in the 4A. But now they're going to have a much more intense low-post game. So I expect to see Jackson zone. They're most definitely going to have to zone just to match up against that height that Green River has.
This Green River team, by the statistics, has more blocked shots by far than any other team in the conference. It's like double the next team, and it's no wonder. We just talked about the length they bring. They steal. It seems like every team we play feasts on steals. Green River loves stealing off passes. You have got to be careful with your passes because they anticipate where you're passing. It's almost like they're in your brain. They know where the ball's going before you do, and they steal so many passes. Unbelievable. Their half-court set. We talked about the boys' Green River team being kind of stale half-court. They love to score in transition. This half-court offense from the Wolves is the best there is in the conference. Watch this team in the half-court set. Everybody is moving without the ball. So much movement, so much passes, and it's my advice to the Lady Bronx. One of my keys to the game you'll see is do not leave your man unattended. Even if you get, if your eye sees something, you want to go help your teammate. My goodness, that's just what Green River's looking for because they take advantage. They pass the ball better than any girls team I've seen all year. They're really good at that. For the Jackson Bronx, though, they've got some of the horsepower. In years past, we would have just given up now, Mac, and I would have turned the camera off. But we got some ball players. Ari Fowler has been a bright spot for this team. She just keeps getting better and better every game.
Yeah, Jackson definitely much better offensively compared to last season. That's been the theme of this year, and they've slowly gotten better every game. Even though there's been tough games here and there, Jackson is putting up a lot more fight each game, putting up 25 a game, which is last in the conference, but you look at it as a much improvement. That's almost twice as many points as they were averaging last year, and they're making lots of good basketball plays. And so I think if Jackson goes and gets inside looks, I know that's going to be tough against the 6-foot barrage that Green River has inside. I still think Jackson should attack the paint because their chances are you're going to draw fouls, you're going to get to the free throw line a lot more, and you're going to get higher percentage shots, whether it's through free throws or inside shots, because Jackson does do a really solid job of getting inside looks and scoring inside.
Let's go to my keys to the game, and that will let the girls introduce themselves. Like I said, be careful with D help. Stay home, whether you're playing man or zone. If you're assigned to a person or an area, be true to that. Be disciplined on defense because Green River moves the ball so quickly with their passing. They will find the open man. That's what's most impressive about their half-court offense is the person that takes the shot is always the one who should take the shot, the one most wide open. It's impressive how they do it. And the other one is don't get past panicky. What happens when you panic, Mac, when you're inexperienced? You just want to pass the ball. You just want it out of your hands. Oh, you can't do that against Green River.
Yes, the chances are when you get panicky, you speed the game up, and then the game gets too fast, and you can't let the game get away from you. You just got to be more patient, be more precise, make those crisp passes, and look where you're passing to. And it comes down to communication and just fundamentals when it comes to basketball is just taking your time. Jackson's got to be really patient, and I expect to see a much more patient game from the Bronx.
Well, this should be a fun one. This is the best, the most talented team the Broncs are going to face all season long. It just happens to be on senior night. But we'll see how long the Broncs can hang with them. No reason they can't. As we get ready to tip this one off, let's have the girls introduce themselves, and we'll get to the start of this one with the starting lineups.
Ari Fowler, sophomore. Ashlyn Chamberlain, junior. Ola Fermanak, sophomore. Hayden Falk, junior.
Maria Garcia, senior.
Zoe Bosch, junior.
Allison Birchup, senior.
Lucy Webb, senior. Mads Holland, senior. Shiloh Nava, senior. Trinity Green, junior. Kat Ankney, senior. Father Rommel, junior.
All right, back to the live action. It looks like Mads Holland is going to sing it again. 2 in one night. All right. Why not? Hopefully Mads has saved a little basketball tonight.
Oh, yeah, come on.
Well, between the Green sisters, the Holland sisters, Fowler, and I think we're without Fermanek. She's not feeling 100%, but we got some players on that Jackson team, and I think maybe we can wear down the Wolves. I think if Coach Bingham just runs up and down the bench with tapping in players, just stay fresh.
Hello, and welcome to Jackson Hole High School for today's 4A West basketball game, featuring the Green River Wolves, coached by Clinton Landon, and your Jackson Broncs, led by head coach Olivia Bingham and assisted by Lauren Ho and Kristen Mayo.
Coach Carroll is a longtime coach here for the girls. Did a great job with the program, and first-year head coach Clinton Landon is every bit as equal. He's having a good year.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's been on the sideline a lot.
Yes.
So he's been a part of that program.
Very familiar.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
So, yeah, we kind of flipped the script on you. Boys with the opener. Girls will close out in prime time. And we'll get the starting lineups for you, beginning with our visiting Green River Wolves. Nicole Wilson, the sophomore, who's having a fantastic year. She's good for a dozen a night. Sydney Eastman, who plays bigger than her 5'8", if you can believe that. So they're all bigs over there. Isa Vasco, the junior, she's coming off a 34-point night in the last game against Riverton. She was out of her mind against Rock Springs, And Addison Demarais, the 6-foot senior, and Sophia Arnold, the 6-foot junior. Big size on the big green machine. Now for the Lady Broncs, it's Mac.
Senior number 13,
Is it on? There we go. Sorry about that. We got Allison Bertram with the slam dunk through Harley Rommel's arms. Great at drives and fakes. Does all the hard, gritty work for the Jackson Bronx. Then you got Lucy Webb. She's good at attacking the rim. She likes to drive. Typically brings the ball up to the Bronx. Then you got Mads Hollins getting those rebounds. And you got Shyla Nava getting the start tonight because it is senior night. And then Kat Ankeny at center, known for her off-the-glass threes. And then, yes, we got Gia Morion getting an introduction as well. I think the Bronx have 6 players, or I don't know who's going to be on the floor. But yes, Matt Holland averaging 5 rebounds, I think 5 points a game around that area. And so yes, Jackson not starting Ari Fowler, of course, because it is senior night. So it'll be interesting to see who Jackson's going to look to for scoring.
As good as Green River is, they're still young. Vasco, who leads them in scoring with 17 a game, doubled up on that just the other night. 34, she hit 5 threes. She was out of her mind. And she's on the court now. Number 21 is something to watch. Green River wins the tap. Here's Vasco right now. Her shot, though, no good. Rebound pulled down by Nava. And a jump ball. Jackson with the arrow. So an early miss by Green River's Vasco after I talked her up. Little pressure here as Bertram brings it across the line for Jackson to Nava. Shayla. Cross-court pass to Ankeny, too high into the Green River bench. And the turnover. Green River ball just underway here in the nightcap. Green River, Vasco wears those 2 different color kicks. Makes her easy to spot. Announcers like that. There's Addie Demarais with a 3, and that off the back iron, no good. Lucy Webb tracks down the rebound. Webb weaves through traffic to Nava. She'll try a 15-footer. Can't get it to go almost. So Nava gets her own rebound and now loses the handle. And it's Nicole Wilson who runs it down up and in. And Nava kind of didn't know who wanted to take that ball. Neither one took it, and Nicole was happy to pick up the loose change.
Yep, and Green River will take any advantage they can, and having a point-blank, uncontested fast break layup is right there.
Lucy Webb with that classic baseline drive. Nicole Wilson blocked the shot, though. Kat Ankeny from 3, no good, but another offensive board. Mads Hollins lets fly. No good. The rebound is Sydney Eastman. Here comes Green River. The Wolves with pace. Now pull it back. And it's Vasco. Reach in there from Webb. Out of bounds. And they're going to say it's off Issa. And Jackson ball.
And Jackson so far looking like the more energetic team.
Yeah.
3 offensive rebounds already.
Good offensive boards. Good D. Just that one miscue that allowed the layup. Ankeny to Lucy Webb. Lucy Webb, the line drive there and lost the handle, stolen away by Nicole Wilson, and stolen back by Shayla Nava for a moment. Jackson, good defense here. They may not have got the memo that this is the best team in the West. Here is Issa Vasco to Nicole Wilson. Wilson baseline drive. That is a power move from a sophomore. Wow, 4-0.
Yep, and she's been playing varsity basketball since she was a freshman. I remember a lot of her last year.
She's listed at 5'6", and I think she might be 7 or 8. Here's Lucy Webb, cross court to Ankeny. Ankeny back to Webb. Webb being watched by Vasco. Gets a screen from Holland. Not really, though. Vasco got away from it. Ankeny now, top of the key. To Bertram. Ellison eyed it. Now she will fire it, and it's too short. Rebound right into the arms of Nicole Wilson. She didn't even jump. And look at the ball movement. Bam, bam, bam. Demarais to Arnold, and it's up and in. Quick ball movement. Nice pass from Eddie Demarais with the assist, and Sophia Arnold with the finish. Here's Mads Holland driving the lane, and she got caught in a jump ball. Yeah, as her shot was partially blocked. We said that Green River team blocks more shots than anybody by far. like 7.5 a game, I think.
And that could be a big reason why Jackson has only attempted 3-point shots. Whenever they try to get inside, Green River either causes the tie-up or turnovers.
Just so big. Issa Vasco over the timeline, picked up by Webb. Far side Wilson. Nicole Wilson back out top of the key to Addie Demarais around the horn. Now inside, backing up and putting it up and in is Sophia Arnold, the 6-foot junior. Mads Holland did what she could, but she gives away a few inches. And Arnold strong. There's a stolen pass intended for Burcham, stolen away by Sydney Eastman. She goes coast to coast. No good. And a lot of contact down there, but no call.
Well,
maybe there is a call.
It's going to be a rebound foul, so in favor of Jackson.
All right, Jackson inbounds pass to Burcham, back to Lucy Webb. Lucy Webb working on Vasco. Double team trap, she's in trouble, and now lost the handle, but Vasco is going to get the bump. Issa Vasco smelled blood in the water, but she was a little too aggressive. That's her first, team second. We're halfway through the first, 8-0 Green River. Jackson's still looking for their first points. And Coach Bingham still riding the senior starters. Mads Holland. Boy, tough defense there from Nicole Wilson, the sophomore, stolen away. Here comes Issa Vasco, left-hand layup, up and in. Vasco can hurt you in a lot of different ways, threes, layups, whatever. She's deadly from anywhere on the floor, and it's quickly 10-0. Lucy Webb gets it to Gia, and a little contact inside. That's going to be Green River again with the third foul.
That is going to be against Demarais.
Gia Garcia sometimes gets lofts in there. Could be kind of handy. Who's that foul on? That's on Addie Demarais. The 6-foot senior leads the team in rebounding. She's a good triple shooter, and she's a top shot blocker on the Wolves. Here's Jack Strickland as wholesale changes for the Bronx. And Fowler puts the Bronx on the board.
And that's what Ari Fowler does best. She shoots the ball really well, and I like the mid-range shot.
And it's out of her hands so fast. Kick out. This is Addie Demarais. Good. And we just said that's one of the things in Demarais' repertoire. And she converts from distance. Mads Holland got a 2-on-1 break. And a good idea. The pass intended for Green, but it didn't get there. And that's the hands. Boy, the passes. Green River's so good at anticipating the passes and getting hands on them.
Yep, so good that it stopped a 3-on-1. That is impressive.
One player back on defense, that's all it takes. One player, two arms. Jackson had the right idea. That was the person you wanted. Green was open. Here's Ari Fowler on Vasco. Fowler works it inside. A Holland that never got there. A lot of green jerseys. And here comes Sydney Eastman. Eastman to a wide open Demarais now feeds inside, up and in. That's Nicole Wilson.
Yep, and that's just a great job of recognizing that no one was on her and she took the easy lane.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that ball movement of this Green River team. I don't want to sound like a Wolves announcer. I am more pro-Wolves than Eric Pauly, who's right next to us. I just watched this team on offense, and their passing just astounds me how they find the open person. They're so unselfish. Whoever is the most open is whoever is the person taking the shot every time. Fowler from three, just short. With a rebound, Green. Boy, Trinity went sky high. She does that well. Harley Ramo with it now.
She makes herself like twice the size of what she is.
Yeah, Green just hovers in the air for, it seems like, defies gravity. That pass stolen away. Nicole Wilson, she'll go 1-on-2. She doesn't care. Left-handed layup, no good. And a loose ball, and they'll try it again. Long one from McKinley, Kilpack. And she hits the three. Another turnover. Here comes Nicole Wilson. Kicks over, wide open. And that's Macy Hernandez. And almost another steal as Vasco almost sniffed out that pass. Here comes Mads Holland. I can't even keep up with the score. 20-2. Shot no good. Rebound is Vasco. Here comes Issa. She's got numbers. Bounce pass to Arnold up or Wilson rather. And Nicole converts. And oh boy, just to catch her breath, Coach Bingham says, give me a moment here.
Well, this is a much needed timeout because Green River, when they're on the fast break, it's often 3 or 4 on 1 or 4 on 2, and so Jackson looks a little bit tired getting back on defense. That could be because of the JV game. Most of the Jackson varsity team was playing on JV, so they may be a little bit fatigued, but Green River is just doing a fantastic job. Jackson needs to work on stopping the ball at the three-point line. They're letting Green River get too deep and too good of looks inside.
They are. I don't know what the answer. There's a lot of teams that haven't found an answer for Green River this season, and these Lady Wolves are just starting to heat up. They had a kind of a slow start to the year, and when they're hitting full stride, this team could go deep into the playoffs, so keep an eye on them.
Well, they remind me of the Cody Phillies of last year, or the last 2 years.
Yeah.
They're playing like Cody played.
The way they move the ball, Cody did that as well, where they just, the ball moved so fast you couldn't keep up with it. Kimmy, you keeping up with it on the camera? They just zip, zip, zip their passes.
I think so.
Okay. A little bit of pressure here from Green River, trying to cause another cough up. There's Trinity Green, finds underneath, wide open. The shot is blocked for Zoe Green, but that'll be a foul over the back. Or will it? No, just out of bounds. Another clean block. Here's Jax Strickland, and she kicked out. Oh. Jax was being guarded there by Eva Murray. Strickland is normally taller than most girls that defend her, but not the 6'2" Eva Murray. Float pass in for Strickland, kicks it over to Fowler. Fowler looking inside, and that was, wow, okay. They made it work. It was Zoe Green that just happened to be there. I didn't like the pass from Fowler, but it worked.
Yep, Zoe Green was just at the right place at the right time and took advantage.
Vasco with it now in that far angle now to Murray. Back to Issa Vasco. She's got to be exhausted. 6 nights ago with a 34 points. She gave it away to Harley Rommel. Here's Ari Fowler wide open, up and in. And Ari did a nice job of waiting till Vasco committed and then just calmly put it up. Here's Addie Demaray, top of the key, Vasco. Green River, far side, Nicole Wilson, the sophomore. She's the future of this team, getting more and more playing time. Hernandez tries to feed it inside. That's stolen away. Trinity Green with the hands, and now it's given right back. Eva Murray, the recipient of that bad pass. Here comes Demaray, left-handed dribble to Vasco. Back to Demaray. Her pass inside. Murray can't get the shot to go, but she's fouled.
Well, Jackson was doing a good job. They forced 2 turnovers in a row, so Jackson's starting to figure out defensively what is needed to be done, but there was a foul there, and Green River will go to the free throw line.
I know 22 Wolves points in the first quarter doesn't seem like Jackson playing defense, but they are. The Jackson defense has been pretty good. This is just that high-powered of an offense as Murray converts the first free throw. 36% free throw shooter, so there's no way she can make 2 in a row, right? The numbers wouldn't. No.
You need to be careful when you say that, because I feel like they do the opposite of whatever you say. So
of course,
you should be careful. Just saying, you just gave her a basket.
Fowler goes cross court to Harley Rommel, down to 23 seconds in the opening quarter. Rommel to Fowler. Ari. It's a nice screen there from Zoe Green, and then the shot blocked again. And we said the Wolves block a ton of shots. This time it was Nicole Wilson, 5'6", but she's got some pretty good vert. Trinity looking to trigger in here and gave it right away. Her pass picked off by Addison Demaray. Now loose ball. Addie Demaray picks it up. Got time. 8 seconds. 7. Murray with it now. Hands off Demaray. Baseline, Nicole Wilson drives up and in. Oh, my goodness. Nicole Wilson with a nice baseline drive to make it 26-6. That's the end of the first quarter. We'll come right back with the second after these. Bronx basketball on KZ95 of the Jackson Hole Radio Sports.
Tired of waiting in ski lift lines? While Silverlight can't fast-track you on the slopes, we can fast-track your internet. With Silverlight Fiber, your connection won't slow down during peak usage. And there's no data cap holding you back. It's like your own VIP lift to everything you love online, 24/7, all season long. Silverlight Fiber is coming to Jackson this spring. Visit silverlight-fiber.com to check if you're next in line.
You're watching and listening to live coverage of Jackson Hole High School sports on KZ95.
Yikes. Well, we knew it'd be a rough ride for these Lady Bronx. Green River's good.
Yes, that's a quarter Jackson would like to forget, but one thing I'm sure Coach Bingham's talking about is eliminating those long cross-court passes from sideline to sideline. If you're trying to get passed into the backcourt, that's fine, but those long passes are just in the air too long, and Green River has almost stolen every single one of those. And if you eliminate those, Green River does not have as many points as they do now.
Yeah, it's too good of a team to try that on. Lucy Webb inbounds to Jack Strickland. Jack hands it back to Lucy Webb. Webb, one of those departing seniors, to Ari Fowler. Fowler near side, cross court. Just what Max said, don't do. Gets it to Ankeny. Kat Ankeny with a nice spin move. Her shot too strong. Mads Holland on the backdoor rebound, but her putback was knocked out of bounds by Nicole Wilson. Another shot block, clean out of bounds. Jackson ball, though. Green River may finish this game with 20 shot blocks. Oh, there's a ball that gets away. Is it out of bounds? It is. Nicole Wilson was trying to pretend that she wasn't handling it, but it was out of bounds right in front of the scorer's table. Jackson ball. Webb will trigger in. Just underway here in the second quarter. And the score is a little bit lopsided right now. But Coach Bingham had to tell the girls, look, you just weathered the first quarter. You're not dead. Let's start playing basketball. Fowler with it now, far side. She'll try post up three, long, and it's too strong. Rebound, Sophia Arnold. Here comes the Wolves. It's Sydney Eastman with it now. Back to Vasco. Long three from downtown. It's too short. Rebound, battled around. It was Jack Strickland against Sophia Arnold, the freshman and the junior.
Jack's got a second foul.
And the foul is going to be on Strickland. Yes, her second. Maggie Holland will replace her, freshman for freshman. Meanwhile, Nicole Wilson sits for the Wolves. Inbounds pass to Arnold. Now near side, McKinley Kilpack in the game. Long three there, off the iron and out, Desmarais. But the rebound, Jackson for the moment. Now there's a pile up. Where's the whistle? A little late on the jump ball. And possession arrow favors the Wolves. They'll continue the attack. It'll be triggered in by Desmarais. Addie Desmarais had a whale of a game the last time we saw her against Jackson. She's into Eastman. Sydney Eastman with a nice move, and that's that first step, stutter step, travel. I kind of like it, but refs don't.
Yes. No, it definitely gives you an advantage offensively for sure.
Mads Holland bounce pass, looking for a backdoor cut from Lucy Webb, but it's knocked out of bounds. I think getting a hand on it was Vasco. Jackson ball. Webb will inbounds. 6:48 to go in the half. Jackson with a set play to get Fowler free. She was way free. Now she takes a tough shot. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Well, that goes in only one time out of 10. That was the one time.
Well, Fowler likes to go on that right side from about 10, 12 feet and use the glass to put it in.
She does that intentionally. It sometimes looks like a prayer to me, but she's good at it. That's out of bounds, but it'll still be Wolves' ball. Nicole Wilson checks back in. Wilson has been an absolute terrorist this season. I mean, this sophomore, she is going to keep these Wolves in regionals for a few years. Here she is with the ball now. Top of the key, Eastman. She's good at that one jab step. That's her move. You got to be careful with her. Here's the hot shot, but he's no good with that. It's Nicole Wilson with a miss. Lucy Webb with the ball now for Jackson. 6 and change to go in the half. Ankeny's wide open for a three. Just misses. Getting there late was Arnold. Kat had a good look. Here comes Nicole Wilson the other way, and the left-handed layup is good. It's 28-8.
And once again, Jackson's just struggling to stop the fast break from the three-point line, letting them get too deep.
Not getting back in time. Almost stolen away by Wilson. Mads Holland with a shot. No good. Rebound goes right to, I don't have a zero. Oh, Brooklyn Phillips, yes. Phillips around the horn. Demarais works it inside to Arnold. Now back out. Brooklyn, she'll try a three. That's no good with a rebound from, guess who? Nicole Wilson. Her putback is no, but she's fouled on the attempt.
The foul was on Ari Fowler, except Fowler didn't even make any contact, it appeared to me. It was on the jump shot. It was a late whistle.
Yeah.
That's an interesting call.
Okay. Well, Fowler's the one. And actually, Ari's going over to talk to the official a little bit, like, what did I do? And trying to get the explanation. Meanwhile, the shot missed there by Wilson, who leads this team in rebounding. 55% free throw shooter. The sophomore is good for a dozen a night. And she gets that one. Jackson with the ball now. Ari Fowler posts up long three. That's good. Ari Fowler. Big shot from Fowler. She's been a little bit of life for Jackson.
Yep, she's got 9 of the 11 points for the Bronx.
And then she's been a lot of bit of life for Jackson. And a timeout. That one called by the Wolves. Coach Clinton Landon wants to talk some things over. His Wolves off to a real good start, though, here on the road. We'll stay right here and take a peek into the Jackson Lady Bronx bench. I don't know how you're up against an insurmountable foe here. This is a tough task. And you're doing it without, of course, 2 of your better players. I still am missing Zoe Bosch. Just feel so bad that she's not joining us. And as much as I give Olive Furmanek a lot of crap for playing or not playing, I couldn't coax her into the lineup. She's feeling a little under the weather. We're back to the action. Green River Wolves. Boy, this is just kind of a Harlem Globetrotters night for them, but we'll see if Jackson can stiffen up on defense and start getting points from elsewhere as Green River does what they do, just ball movement. Sydney Eastman with a long three. That's no good, but the offensive rebound from Wilson.
Get those rebounds.
Gets her own putback rebound, and Jackson now pulls down the board. And it's Ari Fowler. Oh, they're leaving Ari Fowler open. Oh, you can't do that.
Yep, Fowler's starting to feel it, and the lead is only 15. Jackson showing some life here.
You can't give number 0 an open look like
Not
that.
that open.
No, Sophia Arnold. That shot is blocked by Maggie Holland. Oh, boy, that was a battle of bigs. Eastman for 3. That's too short, and Ankeny with a rebound. Jackson starting to push here. Maggie Holland, 5'10", against Sophia Arnold, 6 foot, and Maggie stuffed her. Here comes Brooklyn Phillips the other way. Her shot no good. Jackson with a rebound. It's Fowler to Lucy Webb, 1-on-2. Lucy's going to try it. Her shot is blocked by Addison Demarais.
And Lucy in that play's got to come to a jump stop, get a fake, get the defender in the air, and go up for the finish.
Eastman with a drive, kick out, Demaray from 3, rattles in and out, no good.
Oh.
Fowler with the rebound. She goes down on the floor. A battle of zeros hit the deck. Phillips and Fowler, and it's a jump ball.
Kind of knocked her down.
Well, here's a quick question. Was the score after the first quarter 26-6? Because Jackson has outscored Green River in this quarter.
Yes, you are right.
Oh, yeah, we felt a little bit of a momentum shift. Black Hole's getting energized. They're jacked up. As we get Hayden Block in the game now. Her pass to Trinity Green through her hands. Now it's Vasco from a deep 3. No good. Rebound, though, is Eastman. Back to Vasco. Issa walks down Broadway. Misses again. And the rebound, Maggie Holland. Jackson's got to take advantage of these Wolves misses. Vasco with a steal. She's going to do it by herself.
Shoot.
And that's up in Oh, wow. So erase the Vasco layup. As she traveled. I didn't see that. Did she travel? She was all by herself.
I guess she
It's a
traveled.
close call, but Jackson is getting stops. That is what they need.
Yeah.
Green River's been at 29 for a long time.
Yeah. Wolves are cold here. You got to crawl back into this. Eastman with a steal. She puts it up. No good. Another Green River miss. And Trinity Green with a strong rebound. So strong, in fact, she drew the foul. And that's on Sydney Eastman, the 5'8 junior, her first, team first. And Eastman will check out for Nicole Wilson. Jackson ball. Green inbounds to Jack Strickland. Jax, good job not to panic there. Just rip the ball free. Here's Hayden Block. She drives that left block. Her shot is short, but that's because somebody got her arm. Good job, the 5'5 junior Block, giving a little spark off the bench. She had a pretty good JV game earlier. The foul is on Brooklyn Phillips, and Hayden Block gets the first. Did it the hard way. Yeah, this second quarter has been owned by Jackson ladies. 29-15, 2:40 to go in the half. Block's second one is short. Rebound, Holland almost got to it, but it's off her last. And Green River ball. Wilson will inbounds in front of her own bench. As she gives a tap to Brinley Cordova there. Tells her, give me a little more room. Around the perimeter go Green River. Cross-court pass. Look out. It's Wilson. That's short. And Green River is missing right now, but there's Vasco with a steal. Issa pulls up. Nice pass to Wilson. Now back to Vasco to settle things down at the top. Brooklyn Phillips. Cross-court. Vasco. Issa says, I'll try the 3. God. Vasco has not hit one yet. That was her first triple.
Well, Green River's setting a lot of flare screens for those three-point shooters.
Oh, beautiful shot from Trinity Green. She was wide open. Good look, good shot. It was nothing but net. 1:40 to go. It's 32-17. Issa Vasco. Dribbling all by herself, puts one up, no good. Rebound, though, coming out of nowhere is Wilson. And on her putback attempt, which was no good, she gets fouled.
She'll be at the line to shoot 2. That was on Maggie Holland, her first.
Maggie Holland committed the crime, her first foul. And to the line is Nicole Wilson. And she leaves that one short. Eva Murray in to replace Addison Demaray. Wilson, 55% free throw shooter. The one part of her game that is not perfect, and she hits that one though. 33-17. 90 seconds to go in the half. Bertram's got numbers, but she's going to pull up the 3. No good. Rebound back door is Hayden Block. We'll try it again. Burcham, she's driving on Phillips. Her shot never got it off as Brooklyn Phillips with a reach in. Coach is explaining to Brooklyn how you got to play D without fouling, and she puts her hands on her hips and says, yeah, I'll try that.
Well, I like Jackson's getting to the free throw line much more this quarter, and they're setting the tone offensively.
Got to attack. Good things happen when you go to the rack. It's Burcham from the line. Rolls in and out and in. She got it. 33-18. It's been a good second quarter here for the Bronx. The team we watched getting the doors blown off in the first quarter has decided they got a little bit of fight in them here in the second. Burcham with her second of two. Good. And the senior converts both freebies. And here comes Green River now with 1:10 to go in the half. Far side, Nicole Wilson, cross court. Wants Brooklyn Phillips. Phillips drives. Jack Strickland shuts her down, but the ball gets to Murray. Now back out to Vasco. Issa, far side, long three, rattles in and out, no good. Nicole Wilson could not will it into the cylinder. And Jackson with a rebound. Hayden block. There's time, 50 seconds. Block to Strickland. Jax in trouble, but dribbles free, and now Maggie Holland with it. Maggie to block. Got a lot of youngsters on the court right now. The only senior is Burcham. And stolen away by Vasco. Issa bumps into block and puts it up, and Issa took advantage of a defender without her feet set. That was intentional, Max. She knew what she was doing.
Yes, and I think that's the first time this game, I believe, that Green River was on the fast break and a foul actually occurred on Jackson's end. So Jackson's actually starting to stop those fast breaks. Nothing easy.
Vasco to the line. And she's good with that. Issa, 68% free throw shooter. She's made it 34-19 now. Changes for both teams. Try to get those to you. Jack Strickland comes out, and we see Gia in again. Marion Garcia in the game as Vasco lines this one up. It's no good. Rebound is Hayden block, though. Hayden, double team, in trouble, but gets it to Garcia Marion. Now to Allison Burcham. Back to Gia. She'll launch. Her shot no good. And out of bounds, Green River ball. Gia had a look. She was ready to shoot. Just could not convert. That's Sofia Vasquez-Baez, sorry. And clock down now to 14 seconds. Vasco not in a hurry. Over the line, working on block. Issa now picked up by Baez. Kick out, Demarais to Phillips. Back out, Demarais. Phillips, she's going to take the shot at the buzzer. She will, and it's no good. Well, the black hole was counting it down for the Wolves. That's a better second quarter for Jackson, no doubt. A little bit of pushback from the ladies, and it's 34-19 at the half. We'll take a quick break, come back with a halftime show, some statistics and more on the home of the Bronx, Jackson Hole Radio Sports Network.
Tired of waiting in ski lift lines? While Silverlight can't fast track you on the slopes, we can fast track your internet. With Silverlight Fiber, your connection won't slow down during peak usage. And there's no data cap holding you back. It's like your own VIP lift to everything you love online, 24/7, all season long. Silverlight Fiber is coming to Jackson this spring. Visit silverlight-fiber.com to check if you're next in line.
Cashmere, silk, down, or denim, Blue Spruce Cleaners is where you take them. We have a friendly, knowledgeable staff eager and happy to serve you in 2 locations and on the road with daily pickup and delivery service and expert tailoring on site. We offer the best in green, effective, and gentle cleaning with Green Earth Cleaning and professional laundry for your sweaters, gowns, comforters, and linens. Blue Spruce Cleaners is a recognized reduce, reuse, recycle business leader, providing green, affordable, and friendly service to our community for over 20 years. Whatever the season, whatever the reason, Blue Spruce Cleaners.
We're back halftime. in the girls game. And let's take a moment to take you down on the court. It is senior night also for the dance squad. We'll watch them do their thing, and then we'll fill you in on the statistics after that.
Excellent job, Jackson High School dance team.
All right, halftime show, and at the half, it's Green River 34, Jackson 19. Green River's as advertised. We know they're a high-powered offense. I don't think they're quite clicking on all cylinders, and the Lady Broncs have been able to hang there a little bit with a good second quarter.
Yes, that was probably the best quarter of the season. It's got to be one of the best of the season for the Broncs. You know, Green River got out to a 22-2 start, so Jackson has outscored them 17-12 since. So Jackson showing a barrage of their own offense. They're on pace for 40, which is much better than average. You know, things are going well. You're getting more balance, even though Ari Fowler does have 11 of Jackson's 19, but you got a nice mid-range from Trinity Green. I really like that, and you're seeing aggression from all around. Hayden Watkins, the free throw line. Jackson did a good job of getting to the line in general and getting those stops as well, limiting those turnovers, and that was the biggest difference. There was much fewer turnovers in that second quarter, so Green River wasn't running as much, and then once Green River got into their set offense, the buckets weren't falling, and they were starting to miss much more.
And you think about the mountain you have to climb mentally when you're playing a team you know is the best team you're going to see this year. They leave you in the dust after the first 8 minutes. Where do you find any will to live anymore? And that's one thing these Lady Broncs have done. They haven't produced wins, but they've never quit. And I would expect nothing less of this team watching them over the years. I just don't know where you draw on that tank and how that tank doesn't run dry, because you haven't had a win in a long, long time, and you're playing a team that's already, before they got off the bus, counting this one as a win. And in the first quarter, it sure looked like it. But what a second quarter by these girls. They're going to make you earn it if you're going to walk out of here with a win in their building.
Absolutely, and I think it's starting to come into the mind that it's almost been 3 seasons now without a win, and I think they're realizing that time is starting to run out on this season, on the chance to grab that first win. And so what you got to do what you got to do is you just got to keep going forward. And, you know, Jackson's doing a really good job against a really good team, and they're showing their backbone. And if they could show their backbone against teams like Green River, oh, Kelly Walsh, you better watch out for when Casper comes, the Casper trip.
Coming for you Valentine's weekend. It's going to be a heartbreaker for Kelly Walsh, huh? What's the stats look like, Kimmy K, for the Green Machine?
Let's see. I just head over there. Hernandez and Murray both have 2 each. We've got Demaray with 3, Kilpatrick with 3, Arnold with 4, Vasco with 6, and then Wilson's got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14.
Yeah, Nicole Wilson already better than her season average of 12. She had a great first half and missed a lot of shots doing it. But she picked up the slack where maybe Demaray and others have fallen off the pace. But we haven't seen a full game yet from Green River. We'll see what happens in the second half for Jackson Bronx, who led the way.
Who led the way is Ari Fowler with 12. And then we got Zoe Green, Trinity Green, and Allison Burcham, each with 2, and Hayden Block with 1 of her free throws, 1 of her 2.
All right. Mac, what do you tell the girls at the half if you're Coach Bingham?
I think keeping the same formula, play exactly how you played in the second quarter. Limit those turnovers and keep fighting on defense, and Jackson did a good job of doing that. Jackson's going to have to continue to do that. Get those stops, because getting those stops really was the biggest difference. Keeping Green River, they were at 29 for a long, long time. So keeping Green River at the same point total is a formula, the first step to success. And then Jackson flowing a lot more with their offense. Ari Fowler got going, so keep giving the ball to what's working. Get Ari some more threes and hopefully see what happens. Maybe get the lead into single digits and then make Green River scared of a comeback.
Yeah, well, I think you did make Green River scared, which is why you got to double down now if you're the Jackson Bronx. Imagine if you're the Wolves and your coach Clinton Lanton, and what he had to be telling his girls is, hey, whoa, did we let off the gas in that second quarter? Watch out. It's these teams' senior night. They're playing with emotion. If you think this is already counted as a win, you might get bit. He might have had a little serious talk with his girls. So I think we're going to see Green River come out ferocious, and Jackson has to equal that intensity. We're about a minute away from starting the second half. We'll take one last break. We'll come back with the start of the third quarter. After one half, it's Green River 34, Jackson 19. You're enjoying Bronx basketball on KZ95 and the Jackson Hole Radio Sports Network.
One good play can improve a team's chance of winning the game. And when executed properly over and over again, that play can take a team far. One good decision when you get behind the wheel can do the same. Approximately half of the people who lose their lives on Wyoming roads each year were not wearing a seatbelt. Stay in the game, Wyoming. Buckle up every time you get in your vehicle. It's a winning play. This message brought to you by WYDOT.
This is KZ95 with live coverage of the Jackson Bronx.
To zoom in on the Lady Bronx bench, Coach Bingham says, I want 2 more of that second quarter. Just let's triple up on that thing. That was all right. And no more of that first quarter. That was a big hole to dig out of. Can you imagine if we would have maybe not had such a rough 8 minutes to start?
Yeah, it could be a totally different story.
That's what I was going to say.
Both
Very
teams
different game.
Back out on the floor for the Bronx, it's Lucy Webb, Ari Fowler, Harley Rommel, Mads Holland, and Jack Strickland. For the Green River Wolves, it's Sophia Arnold, Nicole Wilson, Issa Vasco, Addison Demaray. It's Vasco with it now, and Sydney Eastman. Inside move. Good move by Wilson, but you can't get the shot to go. And Jackson has to take advantage of those stops. Big stop. Jack Strickland hands off to Harley Rommel. We've yet to see her uncork one, but we know she can't. Vasco with a slap. And she said, that was my bad. Even I can lip read that. Issa just took a whack at Harley and said, what's that for? That's Vasco's second. Fowler with it now. Ari almost lost the dribble. Now finds an open Jack Strickland. Strickland tries a dribble move on Sophia Arnold. Still driving baseline. I like that from the youngster. Now finds Mads Holland. That was all that room was created by Strickland dribbling, and that allowed Mads Holland to be open. That's a real heady play by the freshman to create space for her teammates.
Absolutely, and getting the open looks. Like, Jackson has done a fantastic job this season of getting those open looks. They just got to convert them.
Issa Vasco bounce pass near side. Nicole Wilson. She's gone cold after a hot start. That shot blocked. Mads Holland told Sophia Arnold, not today. Eastman got a hand on that, right to Vasco. Here comes Issa working on Webb. It's up and in. And the hands.
Yes, I wish I had a statistic of how many fast break points Green River has.
Oh, that ball's stolen away from Ari. She never saw Wilson behind her. But Fowler puts it up, and she's cool customer. She don't care. 6.5 to go here, just underway in the third. Jackson trying to hang close with Green River. Vasco, that's too easy. Issa said, "You're going to give me that lane, I'll take it."
Yep, there's no help on the Bronx defense and just way too uncontested.
Here's Fowler, a little bit of trouble getting it across the line, and a turnover, maybe, yes. Here comes another fast break. Issa Vasco up and in. And the pressure right now getting to the Bronx. Full court press, and Green River smells it. Jack Strickland gets it to Mads. Up ahead to Harley Rommel. She'll launch a three off the mark. Rebound. Fought for. Nice swipe by Eastman. Now up ahead to Vasco, and this game is on repeat. It's Groundhog's Day.
Yes, it's deja
Vasco,
vu.
every time I look up, Vasco's got another layup. Well, they start to add up. Here's Jack Strickland off her own foot as she was guarded closely by Vasco. And a turnover out of bounds. And Jackson, all the pushback that they had in that second quarter and to start the third is slipping away as Green River just finds another gear after another gear. Nicole Wilson with it now to Vasco. Vasco drives it again. Nobody picks her up except for Strickland. But it was a little late and a foul. Mads Holland, her second Vasco to the line, and she's pretty good here. Pretty good everywhere. She's got it. Issa, whose full name I think is Isabella, but she likes to go with just the ISA, but she pronounces it, or at least Paulie over there pronounces it Issa. So I'll go with that.
Isabella.
Issa got that one as well, 44-21. Fowler inbounds. Let's see if the pressure rattles Jackson. No. Burcham with it now. Vasco picks her up. Burcham in trouble. Eastman swiping away, but now gets it to Trinity Green. Trinity, good screen from Burcham. Now she's in trouble. Burcham's open. Three from the corner. No. Just short. Demarais hops on the rebound. Good idea. Burcham was open.
Yep, the offense is unfortunately starting to run dry for Jackson, just not getting looks to fall.
Vasco floats one into Arnold. Now kick out. Demarais off the mark. Addie's going to get a rebound and puts it up and in. Nice job by Nicole Wilson with the board, and then just gave it right to Addie and said, "You deserve this." The other way, it's Trinity Green for a strong left-handed layup, and she draws a foul. And it's got to be the two different colored kicks. Green and Vasco rocking the mismatch pair.
If you notice, their teammates that have the opposite shoes on are out there too. Zoe and Trinity share, but number 14 on Green River has.
Okay.
Just to let you know.
Oh, there's something going on
Eastman,
there. A little,
yeah. Yep, they both have the same shoe size, sharing those.
I thought they were, and this is Vasco again. This time she misses the layup. Rebound, though, goes right to McKinley Kilpack. Long three, Vasco, good.
Yeah, if you look, Vasco and Eastman have opposite shoes.
I thought they were doing like mismatched socks like barrel racers do for luck.
Well, they kind of are, but they're sharing.
Right. Vasco just takes that away from Fowler. Ari's mad at herself, and I thought she was going to pick up a foul Here's Kilpack, far side, Eastman. Sydney will launch, nobody near her, and it's good. The ball movement of Green River, it's hard to stay with them.
Yeah, and they're starting to run away a little bit in this third quarter.
Bertram, she's open, she'll try it. She's got the look, and that's good. Allison Bertram on senior night makes it rain. Green River with the ball now, 3:40. They're up 52-26, doubled up on the Bronx. And here's Nicole Wilson. She's gone most of the way, sat only a couple times. Vasco from 3, too short. Rebound Eastman. Holy cow, nobody found Eastman, and Sydney just put it right up and in.
Well, if there's a shot that's harder to rebound on the defensive side, it's an air ball.
Yes. You don't draw iron. Nobody's ready for that. Fowler with a rebound and the shot, no good. Mads Holland with a putback in. Mads Holland refused to be denied with a board and bucket. Trading shots here as Vasco's working on Green. Now picked up by Bertram. Jackson in that zone. Floats one inside to Eastman, working on Holland. Now hands off to Demarais. Her shot no good, out of bounds. That's off Green River, I think. No. And Addie Demarais not having a Demarais kind of night. She's been off the mark a little bit. Inbounds coming here from Brinley Cordova. First time we've seen her in the game. Brinley cannot be 5 feet. Maybe. She floats it into, Macy Hernandez, stolen away by Mads Holland. Now Ankeny up to Bertram, but it's too strong. The pass stolen by McKinley Kilpack. Here comes Green River. Cordova works it up ahead. What a move by Vasco. She wanted a foul, didn't get it. Her shot no good. Rebound Jackson. Bertram. Allison on Hernandez on that far side in front of the hole. Cross court to Ankeny, top of the key. Hands off to Webb. Ankeny is manned up on the tiny Cordova, and Kat's got to take advantage of that. And just drive the rim or get a three ball over.
Bertram got fouled.
Okay.
But I think it was after the shot. It wasn't on the shot.
Yep.
Trinity
I was hoping
Green.
it was on the shot, but.
Green will inbounds. 2:20 to go in the third. Green triggers into Lucy Webb. Webb with the long flowing pony mane. Gets it to Bertram. Bertram, little step on the sophomore Wilson, but can't make anything of it. Now Green is fouled, and I think it's going to be Hernandez with the block. It is. I think that's Macy's first. We get a check-in from Shayla Nava here for Jackson. She'll come in for Mads Holland. Nobody in the bonus yet, although Green River has 4 fouls now. Bounce pass into Green. Arnold got a hand on it. Now Trinity saves it somehow to Bertram. And now it's Kat Ankeny. Now she's picked up by Eva Murray. That's a little more even on the height scale. Bertram in the corner. Allison picks up that dribble. Smart move there. And now the pass stolen away by Vasco. Here comes Issa. Her shot up and in. Mac, tell me how hard it is to control that layup with differing speeds. Vasco seems to be able to make that layup every time, no matter how fast she's going. And sometimes she's going 9-0.
Well, it's definitely not easy, but I think knowing the control of your arms with the difference of the control of your feet. Because your feet are going to be different speeds every time, but controlling the power that you put off the glass and how high you put it off the glass is generally the same unless there's defense in front of you. And right in that case, the layup was almost open enough that you're able to control it enough with the strength of the arms.
And the only time Vasco isn't moving like a blur is when she's sitting, and she's sitting now. Nava with a shot, no good. Rebound Green to Ankeny. She's got a look, puts it up and over the enormous Eva Murray. That shot's off the mark, but a jump ball. And Jackson has the arrow. Yeah, Vasco, every one of her converted breakaways, the layups, she has been going like a rocket. And that's, to me, that's hard to make that layup when you're going with such speed, but she has such a touch. Bertram now working on Eastman. Lost the handle. Eva Murray scoops up the loose change to Eastman. Here comes Sydney. Sydney, far side to Cordova. Now around the horn. Oh, that pass going to be over and back or out of bounds. We'll go with the latter. And it'll be
over.
Jackson Ball.
Oh, no, here.
Lucy Webb will inbounds by the scorer's table here. Nobody open, nobody, and threw it right to Eastman. I don't blame her. There was just nobody open. Eastman with the steal, almost taken away there is scary moment for Mila Mealy. And a jump ball. And we're going to see, under a minute to go in the third, we're going to see a bunch of bench players, so I better be ready with my B unit. As Bertram comes out for the moment, replaced by Gia Morion Garcia. Eastman with a three, that's too short. Rebound goes to Lucy Webb. She's all alone, puts it up, no good, but Cordova over her back is going to draw the foul. That's Brindley, the sophomore. And I saw on Brindley's face there was no way she was going to let that layup go. She's like, I am coming. Heat-seeking missile, and Cordova with a foul. Webb to the line, 46 seconds to go in the third. Lucy takes her time, eyes it, and cannot draw iron there. Misses that.
I thought that was just my eyes there for a second.
Lucy Webb, a 50-50 free throw shooter. Jackson down 57-28 here. They showed a little bit of heart and soul in the second quarter, pushing back after a terrifying first quarter. Lucy Webb gets that one. Sydney Eastman with it now. She's carrying some point guard chores with Vasco benched. Here's Cordova, and that's that first step, shuffle step, travel. And they've been consistent with that tonight.
Yes, and even though Jackson, they are down by a large margin, they still have 10 points in the quarter. It's just Green River's had an offensive barrage, putting on a show.
Lucy Webb working on Miley Mealy. Bounce pass into Ankeny. She gets out of trouble by getting it to Gia. Gia's going to launch one. No good. She got fouled.
Oh! Let's see all these seniors score at least a point tonight. That'd be pretty cool.
Cordova looked up with a surprised look on her face, but she got every bit of that foul. And it'll send to the line Gia Morion Garcia. Let's see how she does from the free throw line. Good. And the bench loves that. So does the black hole. Gia converts to make it 57-30. Makes it feel better when you get bumped that hard and you go and make the free throw. Ankeny almost had that rebound on the miss, and it lost it out of bounds. It's off Green River, so Kat Ankeny's fight for the rebound caused Green River to cough it up. Jackson Ball, Lucy. Bounce pass into Kat Ankeny. Bounce pass to Nava, stolen away by Eastman, but it was Nava who got a last hand on it. Green River ball. We're down to 19 seconds in this quarter. Miley Mealy will inbounds in the backcourt to Cordova. Cordova bumped hard there with Webb, no call. Gets it back to Eastman. Sydney now gets it to Mealy, but there's a foul, and that's on Webb with the block. There was a little bit of bumping there. Neither team, well, Green River now with the 5 fouls. Here's Cordova on that far side, top of the key, Eastman. Long shot, no good, Green River, and that'll run out the clock. So after 3, kind of a neutral third period, Green River got the best of that one, but Jackson just can't afford that with that hole they dug in the first. After 3, it's Green River 57, Jackson 30. We'll be back with the fourth after these on the Jackson Hole Radio Sports Network.
Jackson Lumber, the board store, Jackson's oldest business and only true lumber yard in town. Jackson Lumber's hardware people are the best in the business, and they do it right the first time. Jackson Lumber works with people who make a living building, so the tools they sell are definitely the best hand tools and power tools available, with names like Vest Tool, Milwaukee, Makita, Skillsaw, Senco, Fine, and DeWalt. Jackson Lumber, the board store at 130 South Grovemont. Call 733-6000, 733-6000.
Jake Nichols on KZ95.
Both teams break the huddle, and we'll put a new fresh 8 on the clock and play the fourth. Jackson down big, but they've been game against a team that not one of the best is the best in the 4A West. Fowler inbounds to Mads Holland, back to Ari. Fowler on Vasco. Both teams have put the studs back out just to see how they do here to start the fourth. Maggie Holland in trouble, gets it to Gia. Gia had it poked away by Vasco, and she's pretty good at doing that. And that pass off the mark, but Vasco sensed it and went and got it. Here's Issa. Vasco thought about a pull-up three. She'll give it to Addie instead. Demarais is off the mark. And the rebound, Mads Holland, but she lost the handle. And she goes down hard out of bounds. Long three from Vasco, no good. Green River's going a little cold here. Maggie Holland with the rebound. Up to Fowler to an open Garcia. Gia, but it's just out in front of her. Gia Morion Garcia, I like the idea of Fowler, but she just couldn't catch up with it.
Yep, and I think a reasonable goal for Jackson, they're looking to score, but I think a reasonable goal for Jackson is to get 40 points at the end of the ball game.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah. Vasco bumped hard with Gia, but no call. Floated inside. That's Arnold. She's had a quiet game, frustrating game. Sophia couldn't get that shot to fall, but she is fouled.
By Maggie
Holland. Holland is a tough defender. I'm impressed with her defense. She blocks shots usually clean, but if she's got to foul you, she'll do that too. As Macy cannot convert there. For me, Arnold and Demarais are off their game for Green River, but it just shows you how deep they are. It doesn't matter because they have so many weapons. Arnold's got that. And it's 58-30. 1 minute burned here in the fourth. Ari Fowler, nice screen from Gia. Fowler launches that out of control right-handed thing of hers and couldn't get it to go. And that's up and in. And
I believe that's on Maggie.
This time it's Macy Hernandez, and this time it's another opportunity for three. It is Maggie Holland again. Quickly picks up her third. Macy Hernandez, the 5'8 senior, to the line. She's a 60% free throw shooter, and she gets that one. 61-30 now, Green River. Fowler brings it up for Jackson. Ari to Maggie Holland, now to Mads Holland. Gets a screen from Sister, walks into the paint, her shot good.
I like that take. I like the hook shot. It's a tough shot to make, and that's a great move by Mads Holland.
Yeah, took advantage of Sister's screen and walked right down Broadway. There's Demarais. She's still not feeling it. And that ball's out of bounds off of Jackson. Green River maintains possession. And even though Vasco comes to sit, it means Nicole Wilson comes back out on the floor, and they just keep coming wave after wave. Natalie Tinsky seeing her first action for the Wolves tonight as well. Inbounds pass all the way out to Phillips, to Tinsky. And now Wilson around to Tinsky, back out to Phillips. Brooklyn to Nicole Wilson. Inside, that shot blocked, and that's going to be a harm. Jax did it Addison Desmarais denied the easy one, or sorry, that was Michaela Flores denied that easy shot. And Jack Strickland, her third. Flores to the line, the junior, is 2 for 2 on the season and now perfect 3 for 3. 6 minutes to go in regulation. Kat Ankeny comes in for Jack Strickland, who just picked up her third. Here comes the back end for Michaela Flores, who has not missed a free throw this season. I thought I was going to jinx her with that, but I didn't. She got it. Ari Fowler to Lucy Webb. Webb watched by Brooklyn Phillips. Webb, top of the key, Gia. Gia working on Tinsky. Hard bump there. They're going to call Tinsky. She didn't have her feet set, I don't think. And I think they will ring up 15 there. They do. That's her first. Eva Murray checks in for Kilpack. They don't lose any height there. In fact, they gain some. Kilpack 5'11", but Murray 6'2". There's Ankeny. Hands off to Webb. Lucy Webb. She got a little bit of room here, but did not launch. Her pass, backdoor cut, looking for Fowler. It wasn't clean, so they got to wait till Mads Holland picks it up. Now Mads did some kind of double dribble, but she was fouled. That's good.
Yes, Jackson's starting to draw the fouls in the quarter, and they're doing a good job being aggressive, and that's something they've been good at this whole game and this whole season. They know how to draw fouls.
They're getting better at that. Ari Fowler right down the barrel. Good. Fowler with a triple. Showing a little bit of life there. Jackson makes it 63-35. Tinsky to Phillips. Phillips floats one into Michaela Flores. Now around the perimeter. Phillips, Eva Murray inside to Michaela Flores. Flores in trouble. Got it to Tinsky, but then it's taken away by Mads Holland. Here comes Gia running on that far side. Swiping at it is Flores. And now the ball's loose. Fight for it. Green River comes up with it. Cordova, she lost the handle out of bounds. It'll be Green River ball. Oh boy, some scrambly moments as both teams showing a lot of the B unit now. Cordova will inbounds to Tinsky. Tinsky will try the three using glass, no good. Fowler with a rebound but couldn't hang on to it. It was poked loose by Phillips. But Jackson retains possession. Ankeny to Gia. Gia Morion Garcia pulls up the dribble, now hands off to Ankeny. Drives the right block, shot no good. Mac, though, they're going to the rim and they're drawing fouls.
Well, good things happen when you try and go for the higher percentage shots, and that's what Jackson is starting to do well, or more of. They've done it well this whole game, but they're doing more of it, which I like to see.
They're calling that on Tinsky, her third, and she's getting coached up by coaches. Ankeny makes that shot. And I love the coaching moment. You know, you're up 20 or whatever it is, and Clinton Landon is explaining to the youngster Tinsky how to defend without picking up that foul. As Ankeny hits the first but misses the second. Flores with a rebound for Green River. Phillips will bring it up court. Brooklyn looks over the floor, pulls up her dribble, now needs help, says come here. Gets it to Cordova, far side Flores. Flores right behind her, Tinsky. She'll try the three, no good. Gets her own rebound and now walks into trouble. Burcham might have been the one who gets whistled there. She was the nearest
That would be
party.
correct.
Yeah. 4:17 to go. That's the fourth team foul. First on Burcham. And a timeout by Green River. Coach Clinton Landon wants to talk things over. We'll take the break with him. 63-36, 4:17 to go in the.
Experience Jackson Hole like a local while staying at the Antler Inn, Elk Country Inn, Cowboy Village Resort, or 49er Inn and Suites. With the best entertainment, dining, shopping, bars, and brews all in walking distance, you'll never want to leave. Call 1-800-4-TETONS or find them on the web at townsquareinns.com.
Watching and listening to live coverage of Jackson Hole High School sports on KZ95.
Both teams back out onto the floor for Jackson. It's Webb, Burcham, Mads Holland, Gia Morion, Garcia, and Kat Ankeny. Burcham, did I get them all? As Brooklyn Phillips wiggles away from Burcham for a moment and a travel. Jackson playing right to the end, as they always do. 4:11 to go in this one. Burcham and Webb pitch and catch in the backcourt. Here comes Lucy, guarded by Phillips. She's going to split the C's there between Tinsky and Phillips. Lost the handle, but Kat Ankeny was Johnny on the spot. Ankeny in trouble to Burcham. Burcham pump fake. That's her move. And now loses the handle on her drive, and she'll draw the foul. That's going to be on Cordova. I love Burcham's pump fake and go.
And attack, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the prestigious 40 is within sight, though. We got 4 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Left with the quarter.
Easily. As Burcham toes the line from 15 feet away, and she's just short.
Let's shoot for 50.
This is reasonable.
Calm down now.
Shoot for 50. Let's go for it.
Let's get ahead of ourselves. Gia checks out. Into the game is Shayla Nava, one of the seniors, departing, as Burcham tries to make it one of two here with the back end. Methodical about her dribble. She got it. All right, Allison. Cordova ready to, we got a ball on the court. Whoops.
Yep, it's from the student section that isn't even standing.
Yeah, it's the students, of course. Brooklyn Phillips reached in there, almost stole that pass, knocked it out of bounds, though. Intended for Burcham, and Jackson ball. Went all the way into the annex there that goes to the other gym, and Coach Bingham gets it. And here's Cordova, Brindley to inbounds. Floats 1-2. Oh, Brooklyn Phillips stolen away. Jackson with the ball. Nava wide open. Mads Holland pump fake, bumps into Hernandez. I think she just should have took that shot to begin with. But Mads, not a dead-eye long-range shooter, let's say.
Ooh.
Nava lost the handle, saves it for a moment. Mads Holland, now a pile-up. That's got to be a jump ball unless they call travel on Holland. That'd be a dirty way to do somebody.
Yes. I think it was out of bounds.
Okay.
Because technically Green River on the jump ball, the held ball, that should have been called. Green River was out.
Oh, wow. Mads Holland wasn't ready for that pass. Lucy said heads up.
Right
I know.
away.
Lucy said heads up.
Go.
Kat Ankeny for three, and that's no good. But the rebound, Shayla Nava. Burcham will try. No good. That's off of Mads Holland.
No, it's not. I think they're being a little kind to us right now. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, Jackson
I thought
got
that was off Mads, but
a few looks there, that's for sure. Lucy Webb to inbounds. Can't find anybody open now. Gets it out to Kat Ankeny. Ooh, almost lost the handle. Gets it back to Lucy Webb. Webb to Burcham. Burcham working on Tinsky. Burcham going to try to drive on the right side. I like the aggression, just couldn't get it to go. Rebound is Michaela Flores. Here comes Green River, Cordova. And, big bump there with Nava. And Shayla says, yeah, I know. And Cordova feels her side of her face, makes sure it's still there. The sophomore doesn't look any worse for it. Cordova to the line with 2:56 to go. Green River up 63-37. Cordova takes a good look and gets it. Green River just so well coached. They do all the basketball things well, which includes this stuff. This is important, Mac, hitting free throws.
Oh, yes. If I'm a coach, I preach. These are free points, points you can't let go. And I think free throws are the most critical points in the game of basketball. They're right up there.
Well, Cordova converted both. Lucy Webb with it now, watched by Brooklyn Phillips. Gets it to Kat Ankeny. Ankeny guarded by Michaela Flores, who almost took it from her. Now floats one in, backdoor cut, Lucy Webb. Lucy Webb knows where to go where she's not covered. She just feels the open room.
Well, we've seen so many of those backdoor cuts throughout this season, and finally converted. That's the basketball play that Jackson's been looking for, and I expect to see more of those as the season comes to the close.
Lucy finds open space on that baseline like nobody as we get a foul into the line. The foul, by the way, is on 30 on Nava. Okay. And to the line is Brooklyn Phillips. Converts one, misses that one. 66-39. Jackson ball. Allison Burcham doesn't have numbers 1 on 3, so she'll launch a 3 short. Rebound up for grabs, but Phillips tracks it down. Brooklyn slows things down now with a little over 2 minutes to go. Tinsky. Bounce pass inside. That's a nice pass, but Flores was in too deep. Her shot went off the bottom of the backboard, but she's lucky that a foul bailed her out. Kat Ankeny. Flores, the 5'5 junior, will go to the line and converts. Yeah, I think the measure of a well-coached team is this stuff. Little things, the fundamentals, and the free throws have been pretty darn good from the Wolves tonight. Checking in is Miley Mealy, the junior. And both converted by Flores. Jackson ball, Lucy Webb. 2:05 to go in regulation. Webb to Ankeny. Long 3, she'll try. Wide open look, and it's no good. Saved by Burcham? No, she was out of bounds.
That's good hustle by Burcham.
It was, and she, I think, got a little hip flexor for her trouble. She came up gimping. Good hustle. Inbounds pass coming from Phillips. Couldn't find anyone, and Flores is there. Back to Brooklyn Phillips. Lost the handle. Nava almost took it. But she bumped hard with Flores. Now it's Mealy. Good. Holy cow. Miley Mealy with a 3. Green River running it. And Burcham with a long 3. Her shot no good. And she's fouled. This will be 3 at the line as Tinsky. That's her 3rd foul of the game, and she hasn't been in for maybe 4 minutes.
Well, the foul was actually on the floor. The foul was on the floor. The second time this game that there's been a 3-point shot by Burcham, and the foul was on the floor right after. But because Jackson's in the bonus, she'll get 2 automatically.
Okay. 1:43 to go. Clock stopped there with Burcham making that one. And there's the 40 that we were hoping for. Tinsky will come out and sit and talk about her transgressions. I'm just assuming.
Sounds so terrible.
She was naughty in her limited time. Cordova with the rebound gets it to Phillips. Brooklyn Phillips over the line. Brooklyn going to work 1 on 2 and dishes to Flores. That was a wise decision. Cordova from 3. No. Rebound, Nava. She lost it to Burcham. Good thing they're teammates. Allison, she's going to take a drive herself. Shot no good. Tried to go up over the top of Cordova. Loose ball on the ground. Mads Holland and a whole bunch of people. Mads gets helped up by Miley Mealy. That was nice. See, that's naughty and nice. Miley's nice. Tinsky's got 4 fouls. Wide open underneath is Green River. That shot no good. But the foul, that's Jocelyn Shantz seeing her first action, and she's fouled on the layup. She'll go to the line. Shantz. 1:15 to go. Green River up 31. As Jocelyn converts. Shantz makes it. The bench loves it. 72-40. Yeah, they just hit free throws. I mean, they work on this. This doesn't come by. You don't come out of the birth canal able to shoot free throws. I mean, you got to work on these things, and they do.
Yep, it's all about muscle memory, especially with free throws.
Ankeny with it now. Hands off to Nava. Nava finds an open Webb. Mads wants that ball underneath as she's working on Mealy, but didn't get the pass. Here's Burcham driving the right lane. That shot no good. Mads Holland fighting for it. There could have been 3 fouls there, but nothing. They're going to let him go from here on out. 45 seconds. Cordova. Watched by Burcham. Reach in, poke it loose, but that's off of Allison. Both teams. I mean, have you seen two teams play harder in the final minute when a game is way out of decision? Like, my goodness, it's just like the Bronx are playing even harder now.
It's all the seniors out there. Like, let's just go for it.
Nasty to play against, and they're does anyone tell them they're down 33?
Doesn't matter.
They don't care. Mealy, cross court. Works it to Jocelyn Chance out of bounds, and that's off of a Bronx. Green River retains possession. 30 seconds to go in regulation. Inbounds pass coming here from Mealy. Mila Mealy looking, now gets it into Chance. Jocelyn, top of the key to Brooklyn Phillips, now to Cordova. They want to just kill clock, but the Bronx aren't having anything of it.
Nope.
Yeah, trying to get that steal.
They go into a weave here, way out high at the logo, and down to 11 seconds, and now finally it looks like Jackson will contend that this one is a done deal as the crowd comes to its feet. They like the effort, and so do I. Jackson Lady Bronx. I mean, we knew they were going to be up against a challenge. They didn't back away one bit. The final score, Green River 73. Jackson 40. We'll be back to recap it right after these on the Jackson Hole Radio Sports Network.
Experience Jackson Hole like a local. Recently renovated, the 49er boasts a new lobby, extended continental breakfast, indoor swimming pool, fitness facility, and 12-person outdoor hot tub. Located on Pearl Street, the 49er is just 3 short blocks from Jackson's greatest bars and restaurants, where you'll find your home away from home. Enjoy your time in Jackson as part of the Town Square Inns, and stay at the 49er Inn and Suites.
All right, back to recap and wrap it up for the girls' game that went Green River's way big time. And let's start with the Green River Wolves on the road. What do you got, Kimmy K?
All right, we'll just go from the top down. Phillips with 1. Cordova 2. Murray 2. Wilson 2. 14's Eastman 5. Kilpack 3. We'll say Vasco for the end. I don't know who this one is right here. 23. Who's 23?
I mean, you can...
She hit 3.
Miley Mealy. You can just hit the high scores.
Demery 5. All right, well, Flores 7. Arnold only 5. Highest score is Vasco with 5, 6. $22.
Oh, that's way off her 34 points a night pace. I mean, what? Issa, why'd you even bother showing up in Jackson bringing a game like that? All right, I'm going to go first because I never do this. Never do. This is a cop-out.
Whoa.
But my player of the game from Green River is Coach Clinton Landon, the first-year coach for the Wolves. The spread of scoring, the way you got scoring from up and down the team, the way he played 10 or more players, the way they did fundamentals, the way they moved the basketball, is every indication the Wolves are a well-coached team, and it comes from the top. I got to give the credit to Coach Landon. He's my player of the game. Otherwise, yeah, just give it to every Green River Wolf. They were all good. Mac, who do you like? And don't cop out like I did.
Well, I couldn't agree with you more. 73 points. That's 23 points above their average, which is insane.
Yeah.
And even though it's easy to say Vasco, I'm going to go say Vasco because 22 points led all scorers. And she's a complete basketball player. There's a reason why she averages 17 points a game. And even though 34 is a lot to live up to, 22 is still a good total for the end of the game and just scoring in all varieties of ways. And just the way that she was just faster than everyone on the fast break offensively or defensively. Yeah. She was out ahead of the pack of the Wolves, you could say. scoring left and right.
And I'll give you some bad news. She's still a junior.
Yeah, I know.
She'll be with Nicole Wilson again next year. Yeah. At Vesco, her ability to score in the paint from the beyond the perimeter, just anywhere, and then the defense. I mean, yeah, she's a complete player. Kimmy, who do you like?
Vasco.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got no
Vasco.
problem with that.
Yeah,
How about
got
the
it.
Bronx? We got some scoring. Put up.
We got some
40.
scoring all over. I even love like Acne. I always say her last name wrong. Sorry, Kat. She had 1. Gia had 1. Lucy Webb had 3. Mads Holland had 4. Trinity Green had 4. Did I say Lucy Webb? She had 3. Bertram had 7. Zoe Green, Hayden Block, they didn't score again. And then Ari Fowler, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17.
I mean, how can you not choose Fowler night in, night out, just like Palmer Wetzel? I mean, you sometimes lose appreciation for how much they paced their team and how good they were, but I might go off the board a little bit. Trinity was great. Maggie was great in my eyes. I'm going to go with Allison Burcham just because she's a senior and had a great game, and she gave it all. You could see it. Kimmy K?
I had Ari up there too, but again, that's like a given with Wetzel. And out of all the seniors, I would have said Allison or just give it to the seniors because, man, they played tough out there at that during that fourth quarter. There was all seniors out there, and they played the game until the very end. So.
Mac, how do you want to go?
Well, I was thinking Allison Bertram if it wasn't Ari Fowler as well, because I liked the way she would go and attack, and even if the finish wasn't there, she seemed to be the only one looking to score, and I know that's not true. All the Bronx were looking to score at one point or another, but she was attacking, she was looking to score, she was making some good right-handed layups, driving. I like that style of basketball. But then Ari Fowler was the light 17 points. That's almost half the Bronx points. It's hard not to give it to Ari Fowler, and I think I am going to go with Ari Fowler. I think 3 or 4 threes, and that was one of the best shooting nights I've seen from her.
Yeah, I think 3 of them.
Very nice. Well, that'll wrap it up for us courtside here. Disappointing losses, yes, for the boys and girls, but we'll be right back at it not long from now, right? Saturday, we'll be down there in Rock Springs, and we'll catch you live with all the action next time we see you. Saturday afternoon games against Rock Springs. Till then, we'll see you. Be safe. Got some snow out there, and we're happy the next time our paths cross. For Jackson Hole Radio Sports Network, I'm Jake. On behalf of Kimmy K and Mac, see you down the road next time.